killed his own party member. Uh,
So
he,
warlock.
yeah, he also seemed to summon a sword, so probably Pact of the Blade. But yeah, Trust decided to use sending on him, so we've organized a meeting with him.
Everything's fine. It's gonna go great.
I think I'm missing some context, even though I was present.
For which?
I'll
That's
figure it out.
That's literally it. We went to go see Imsh about a bounty that he posted to get information, and then found out this dude might be a warlock, summoned a bunch of darkness, and then the idea was, but he's looking for something. He's looking for something in particular, and magic weapons, right?
We think.
So. Trust lied out of her ass and was like, yes, I might have something that will help you, and then we set up a meeting at a bar in this place. Smile.
Okay.
And I believe last session we also... What was it? We were looking into one of the other bounties, weren't we?
Yeah, no, okay, yeah, that
Yeah,
like, I was there, and we were, like, gathering information on, and Trust was like, hey, let's see if you have information on, like, me or my family. And then Kiki was a child for most of it. Yeah.
Well, I mean, when you're a child,
I'm like 4'6". What do you want from me?
to grow taller.
Hey, at least you can disguise yourself.
Here's the thing: the whole party is like really tall, and Kiki was supposed to be like also like 6 foot or something, and I was like, fuck it. All of you are fucking giants, so let me be the short one then.
Tiny elf. Fuck it.
But it was funny because Fulgrar and Kiki were almost the same height.
Hey, use the kids too.
Okay. Fuck, I'm getting out of touch with this. Yeah. Hello. We're live.
Hello.
What's up?
Hi.
Hey.
Morning.
Morning, day, night. We're all
6
over.
p.m., 6
Fine.
a.m. I don't fucking know.
It's relative.
So,
It's all the shit.
Spooky, scary skeleton.
yeah, skeletons burst out from the ground. Everybody roll initiative.
Cool.
No, don't. So, just really quickly. I'm not gonna say anything. It has been a time since we have played, and I am very happy to see that everyone kind of knows where they are. I will remind you that you spent most of last session searching for your other targets. Not ones to hunt necessarily, but more to beat. You went after the broker, Maria, but now we have entered into the latest stage of the day, nightfall, and what I want to ask last time is, are you going to be taking a long rest, or are you going to be doing anything else?
Didn't we agree on long rest?
So we could all get our spell slots back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think unless Ash or Lupus have anything particular, I think we were all kind of bedding down for a long rest.
I mean, I wasn't here last week, so I'm in perfect order for everything.
Sure.
But
Yeah, same here.
Very well. And so you enter into a long rest. Your sleep is calm. There is your sleep is calm for the most of you. As you rest.
All right then. We wake up and
rest. Nothing happened. Everything is good.
Kiki.
Most of you. We wake up. You wake up and Coda's gone again. Fucking goddamn it!
We should have put a tracker on it.
Yeah.
Why
what is it
haven't
that
we
I
like chipped
see?
Coda?
We should put like a collar with a bell on his so we can hear when he's like.
Oh,
Put a
that's
spell
good.
on him.
Okay, before you sort of make Koda a pet, I really want to just quickly add that as the rest of you are sleeping.
He's not our pet.
Exactly. As the rest of you are sleeping, relatively soundly, some of you turning, Kiki, slumber for you doesn't come that easily tonight. As you rest down onto the bed and you feel your unconscious calling you to rest yourself. You notice that your vision does not shift. Darkness surrounds you, true, but you don't go to slumber. It is with an exasperated not shy, but sigh, that you realize that you are being called by your patron. At this point, you've grown accustomed to the dark pool of your benefactor's unique magical calling, and as darkness surrounds you, you see before you the visage of a small black fish as the rest of your surroundings turn pale white, swimming before you.
I don't suppose wrong.
You cut out a bit.
I don't suppose I have done something wrong, have I?
Consider this. I will tell you something and you will tell me whether that would be a correct course of action or not. A herd of sheep lies upon a hill. There is no shepherd that guides them, at least not for now. And the wolves are hungry and close, but the sheep are safe for so long as they are remaining on top of that hill. Now imagine, if you will, that there is a group of these sheep that breaks off from the main herd to go visit another hill. In the travel there, one of the sheep gets lost. The rest of the sheep try to find it, and they do. And as they are arriving on the second hill, the sheep lose another of their own. As they search for that other one, they find that that sheep is fine and alive, but they come upon a group of wolves. And the wolves maul down one of the other sheep, badly injuring two others. Now tell me, should the sheep grieve to the point of suicide?
What are you talking about?
When we made a pact together, we had a simple term. You shall provide me information, and I will give you the power that I possess into the material world.
And I have been.
I am an entity that you would not be able to align yourself with in comprehension, should I reveal my true nature to you. But I am not stupid. I know emotion when I have seen it, and you brim with it. These companions you have, the people that you travel with, they are no more just people to you.
I haven't said that they are anything else. They are people who have saved my life. They are my students. They are my friends. But I know I will outlive them. But I don't want to see them go before it is their time.
And you would be willing to give anything to keep them there with you?
Anything is a strong word, but a lot,
You see
perhaps anything.
You see the fish begins to swim slowly in a circle, and you cannot move. You can follow it with you can follow it with your eyes, but as it is swimming, it is going in a circle and it goes. You let your emotion get the better of you. You find one of your companions on the floor, bleeding, life no more in his body, and you were willing to give me anything to bring them back.
I was.
And I let weakness of my own of taking the better of me. You see the fish appearing from your other side. You and I are different, fundamentally. But I can understand you. I can comprehend that pain, momentary, can make a decision difficult. But I have regained my sense. And so should you. I cannot force you. That would be unwise. Our pact is one of mutual trust. However, I advise that you maintain your calm, your understanding, yourself, even when everything else around you crumbles and breaks. And in time, you will learn that there is always not one, not two, but many solutions to a single problem. For no matter how old you may be or become, there is something older, something smarter, something hungrier. Now, breaking the material veil just to send you this message was exhausting, so I'm hoping that you take it to heart. I will continue to support your endeavor, so long as you continue to watch after yourself first. Am I clear?
Yes, and here is the information that you have asked to keep track of, and she tries to pick up the book from her side.
You see the book as you go to sense your hand. You do see that it can move freely. You pick up your sack and reveal the book. As you notice, your entire body can now move normally. The fish says, "Interesting." As you see the book opens in space before you, the pages becoming blank. Very interesting. Finally, progress. Well done.
I have been filling it every day like you asked me.
Yes.
I have done everything you asked me, and I will do everything that you have asked me. So I don't understand why you're questioning me or my emotions.
In time, you might. Good. You return to your slumber. Remember, I am the link that breaks you from your ancestral line. And you see the dream finish. You feel a bit of a rough, a rough feeling on your throat, like it's a bit parchy. As you stand up from the bed, there's the faint rays of sunlight coming in through your window, and as you go to open the window, you know something about your hand. This is made with the assumption you don't sleep alone with your hand covered in a glove.
I mean, if there's other people, then she would keep the glove on. But if she's alone in the room, then she would take it off.
You can see the others are sleeping still.
Take a look.
The coloration that was going all the way up to your elbow has diminished all the way back to your hand. It has, however, left a bit of a strange mark on your hand, as if the skin itself has been rippled and damaged. It will take a little bit of time to heal.
Well, it could be a lot worse.
You open up the window. And outside is a fairly good day, actually, all things considered. The rest of you who are in the room actually just see an immediate ray of sunshine just enter into the room. Those of you who are in the main floor of the building.
Oh, bastard! Right by! Oh, fuck! Oh, what's your... Are we fighting something?
No, Grimthot, we have things to do in the morning.
Oh, yeah, we got to be at where to go in the bar. Stretch it out, stretch it out. Oh.
You're not the only one that needs to stretch out.
You want to go through a routine, do a bit more than stretches.
Don't worry, I'm flexible enough. You see him getting on 2 hands to stretch?
Grimdad just starts doing, like, touching his toes.
Is that how flexible you are when you're not drunk?
Yeah, I mean, I've been near Warzone for a few hundred years, so if I could move, I could live. That's pretty much how it went.
Huh.
Grimdad looks upside down through his legs and goes, I mean, I generally stretch a bit better when I've had something to drink, you know? Loosen me up a bit.
Yeah, it does. And the shirt does numb a lot of pain from when you accidentally fall from a ruin, or
Hear
almost getting drowned by sand, or almost getting eaten by one of those sand sharks, or getting kidnapped by a bunch of goddamn goblin on a daily basis.
You haven't really had any of that since you joined up with us, though. You know?
And I only lost my carriage and my horse that I had from when it was little.
Yeah, we've lost a lot of horses. Alright, well, you can best go wake up Blue Goat, make sure she's ready to go for this goal now.
I think you should do the waking up since, you know, it's a bit weird when I talk to someone in their head when they're still sleeping.
Oh, yeah, I shouldn't do my yelling when people are asleep as well. That'd be mean.
No, but that would be very good if you didn't.
And Grimdog will head up to Trust's room.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness gracious. Here we go.
Yeah, you go in, you open the door.
I knock. I don't barge into her room.
Fair. Okay, so trust from outside you hear a knock.
You
Oh, we
hear?
do this again?
You
You
hear
know how this
Lupus
went down
screaming?
last time?
Oh no.
Hey, Graham Dot!
Really?
What would you like for breakfast?
What is this?
Alright, alright.
Give me a sec, I'm gonna wake up Lookout.
Just
Yelling from
just
the
use
door.
a hammer.
Oh no.
The
What?
I am going to roll performance to celebrate her. Again.
Oh god.
No.
Ay, ay, ay.
Okay.
hammer makes a lot less noise than that.
Oh god. Here we go.
You.
Oh no.
Terrible. It said terrible.
It sounds like when you're scratching a chalkboard.
Ah, good thought.
Dirt, 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 dirt. I got it.
Good.
Dirt,
Oh,
dirt,
God,
dirt, 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 dirt. Hang on, oh, just give me a sec, Dirt, dirt, dirt.
Oh.
Hear Lupus in the background. Mind if we call a cleric to heal my bleeding ears?
Oh my god. Grimford,
Morning.
you can just open the door.
Oh, alright. Cool. I didn't know if that was not your private room or whatever. Anyway, we gotta go see that guy this morning, yeah?
Yes, we do.
What you want for breakfast? Larry goes cooking.
Oh, just coffee, please. Maybe
Cool.
one egg.
Get done, yells then. Coffee and an egg!
Loud and clear. You hear it echoing through the place.
Good lord.
What would we do without you, Grimthod?
Probably wouldn't go to the tournament, I imagine.
Speaking of you, Grimthod, I think we should move on to the next letter in your name.
Oh, yeah. So I got J, I got R. I need the next one, which is I tried it before, but like, it kind of work out. I don't know.
Yeah, I saw. I don't know how you managed to put it sideways when it's
Oh,
just
that
a
was
straight line.
sideways. Okay. Oh. Okay, hang on. Get that piece of paper. Alright, so like dish, and he does GR, and then like a sideward slanted eye.
Well, I would call it progress, but so here is how your whole, name looks like, and I imagine like Kiki has like actually really nice handwriting. I don't, so I can't demonstrate it, but
Mm.
and then it's like, so here is your next letter. You see, it's straight.
Oh,
And
okay,
with a
right.
little,
So,
with a little dot on top of it.
okay. So it's got a space there. Well, how much space do you need? Like, do you need this much, or do you need this much? And hang on. I'm gonna use the drawing tool.
Oh no!
No!
Well, here we go. Fuck.
Trust is just gonna get dressed. Trust is just gonna get dressed in her big fancy clothes and nice
Ish.
food.
Is it not
Right.
Hold on, I'll
dish,
just zoom.
No.
or is it not dish?
I like the idea that he's drawing on our only map.
Yeah. I also.
He has doodled on the map. He drew a giant pig to the south.
That is there.
That is true.
He draws on it, and suddenly these obelisks appear in the plains.
It's just-
No one knows where they come from.
For the distance.
Oh, what was that?
Why is one of them floating above the
Oh.
ground? What the fuck?
Okay, Grimthod, maybe not. Let's not draw on the map.
Oh, right, yeah, I should get some more paper.
Here, you can use my journal that I helped when I was teaching Coda the letters.
Right.
So Kiki like gives a opens a page and it's like, you see, here are all the letters. This is the one you are looking at.
Oh, okay. Oh, there's a lot here. Hang on. Oh, okay, so I'm looking at this one, yeah?
Yes.
Right. Dot and line. Dot and line. Okay. And I will attempt to roll intelligence.
Oh no.
Guidance.
Oh no.
Trust is downstairs, just like pats Grimthop on the head.
Just like see this moth.
Just
I,
like
I
a
love the
little,
idea
little
of her.
prayer in the morning.
I love the idea of her like haphazardly just sort of wandering by, slaps him over the back of the head with guidance.
It's not like a slap, it's like a there. You'll get it, buddy.
So as you get, yeah, you go to
Understand it.
you go to.
Oh my
Richmond.
god!
Hey!
Don't forget the D4.
Oh yeah, I'll roll D4.
So what are you rolling
Oh my
for?
god!
Hey!
Holy shit, that's a 21!
Okay, what are you rolling for,
Trust
by the
it.
way?
To get G, R, and I.
Just spell his
Re-
name.
You
Do I
start
get correct?
you start writing GRIMTHO. How do you write the D part? That's a little bit difficult. As you watch, he's writing almost his entire name. Like in
Oh
one
my god, I
go.
just got Grimthop!
In one go, he
Very
writes.
good, Grimtod.
Grimthop kind of like blinks as you say very good Grimthop. He's like, whoa, sorry, I blinked there for a second there, what happened? Oh, hey, cool! Where'd that come from?
Now you can only add a D to it, and that's your full name. And D is this one.
Right, hang on. I believe this
Oh, no.
requires another intelligence
no.
check.
Oh no.
Sipping her coffee,
Hey.
Trust just goes, guidance. She's just
Okay,
like
hang on.
leaning over his, like, you know, I assume he's sitting down. So Trust is doing that thing where she just kind of like sets her head on top of his, you know, like.
Oh,
you
that's
know
super
what I'm talking
cute.
Ah.
That is an 18 to get B to finish off Grimthod.
Yeah.
Just Spyro's face.
So, can we make it a rule that Grimthod can only write his name if Trust is doing guidance on him?
You see Lupus. You see
the
Lupus
emotional
sipping his
support
coffee
player,
and
goodbye.
eating breakfast. Isn't seeing. Now he just needs to do it without the assistance of magic.
Grimthod
Trust
looks,
glares at him. Trust glares at Lupus like, you let him have this.
Grimthod, like, looks at him for a second.
You see him with a with thumbs up on Grimtot.
Is that it? Is that... Did I get it?
That is it, Grimtod. I'm very
Fuck
proud of you.
you!
Hey Grimtot, maybe we should teach them how to speak Goblinoid.
Yeah, good. Oh, okay. Oh, I got my name. I got my fucking name. Yeah.
Now you can,
I'll
now
get
you
the
can
most
sign
stuff.
papers better.
Yeah. When people ask you for a name, I can just go that.
Yes, and very soon you'll be writing in cursive.
Oh, what's that? Is that another language?
Oh,
Oh, no.
Trust
Oh,
writes her
no.
name in cursive. Very, very fancily.
Oh, is that another language?
No, it's just a way to write.
Grimthod,
Oh, that's real.
what languages do you know?
He knows, Orcish, Goblin, and Common. Technically.
Technically.
This could be some kind of variant of Goblin. Not that far.
They do the. They do the so wavy that in the goblins.
Well, actually, Grimtod, in Magiana we do tend to write things a little bit differently than in other places. It is a common.
Oh, so you got different letters for different colors?
No, you see here again, like showing the book that Kiki has made. Here are the letters that I've been showing you, then she turns the page. Here are the same letters but in cursive.
No, they look different.
They look a little bit different, I know.
Maybe I can put it in a more easier term for you to understand.
Oh my god.
You know when you're hunting, you usually make a map for the area you know, right?
Yeah.
Just imagine cursive is a map that you made for an area you know, but for languages.
So like, you know it, but you're making it look different, I guess. That's
Yeah.
real weird. If the
Um,
letters all mean the same thing, well, you make them look different.
Some people like it like that. Same with how some hunters like to mark their places.
it's seen
Eh,
as a.
It's also usually faster to write, so because you don't have to pick up
Oh!
your pen, but
Oh, okay, yeah, alright, that makes sense.
It's
I
See,
also
do like
just
the
like
fact that
hunting.
in Magiana it would be like they all write in cursive, kind of like in Russia. Everything is written in cursive. Yeah, yeah. There's like if you learn the Russian alphabet, yeah, have fun learning the how it's written in cursive because it looks totally different.
Oh my god.
in cursive, it's all just like it looks the same.
Yeah, yeah, it really does.
Wow.
It's really hard to read cursive Russian.
Teehee. Cursive
mean-
Magianian. Trust
Exactly.
proceeds to write Grimthod's name in cursive Magianian,
Hmm.
and it's all just like the same.
It's just like there's
Oh.
maybe a G and then
Yeah.
He's like,
then it's like,
turning his head, it's like, but, but, but the G, it looks like a D. Why does it look like that?
If would have been hilarious, but I don't have it prepared for today. But one day I'm gonna do this. Trust one day is just gonna cast tongues on Grimthod for the hilarity, but we
Oh
can't do
dear
it right
God.
now.
No, save your sauce. Let's do it all day that we don't have
Um,
I don't have
shit.
it. I don't have it prepared because I prepared everything for later.
Stuff. Yeah.
Speaking of that, you do notice something. Those of you with a passive perception above 10, as you're regarding.
so like everyone.
Yeah. It's not exactly early morning.
Did we sleep in?
Yes.
Fuck.
You got a very good sleep, for what it's worth.
We didn't share time with him, did we?
No, we didn't.
We should go.
We
We
should
probably
definitely go.
should. Yeah.
Gosh,
I like
but,
because I'm gonna roll just something for the night to see, like, if anything happens. Roll a 1.
Oh no.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens, it's just that you had a good time resting.
Mm.
Yes, very good time. Excellent time. Love me some good night's sleep.
Good human sleeping.
Kiki's a human self.
And also doesn't sleep, because elf.
I'm
She
just
got it.
really tempted to take the what is the warlock thing that's like, nah, you don't need to sleep.
Just the most
just-
redundant evocation imaginable.
Yeah.
Alright, so I take it we're heading off towards the bar where we set up the meeting with Val's, yeah?
An option.
Mhm.
As you do notice a certain other person living in this place. Joel is currently walking into the place with the mutt on a leash. The first thing that you notice is that his right leg from his pants is, like, on the lower half, it is entirely chewed off.
Yep. That seems legit.
And he has, like, a few bandages over his leg. He looks like he has been out for an hour.
Are you okay, darling?
You wanna know something funny? This is something entertaining. We got this dog because we were going to be training it to use it as a guard hound for the base.
Ah.
Yes.
That
I mean,
seems to be
he-
going well.
He seems to have the attacking strangers bit down.
Yes. Now I have to teach it not to do the same thing to friends. You can see it is relatively happy.
I would like to pet the dog.
Make an animal handling
Don't
check.
pet the dog. Don't.
I'm
Oh no!
guiding
Don't
myself.
pet the dog.
Dog
Please.
almost killed me.
Yeah. Like not even joking. It almost killed Grimthor.
If I were not an orc, I would be
16.
dead right now to this dog.
You lean down as you do. The dog immediately becomes defensive. But as you extend your hand with the same kind of notion that a person who has been living in nature in the jungles for following their own party for a week about has, you lean down and carefully start to pet the top part of his fur. The dog does not immediately seem to go for your hand, but you do notice that it is very defensive. And Joel looks at you and looks at the dog. Oh, you spoiled son of a bitch.
Joelle, if you want pets too.
That is not what Okay, he hands you the leash. Here you go.
Do you want me to fix?
No, it's okay. I'll do it. Take the leash.
I touched the part where like the fabric of his pants is like torn and he was mending on it.
Best part of my day is fucking with Joelle.
You see that it actually like knit itself together and close. However, it is like about 5 inches shorter than his other side of the of the leg.
Alright, we gotta go meet up with a guy. But, good doggy, let's get going.
Sure, are you meeting with someone important?
Yeah, well, we're gonna beat the shit out, but not kill.
We're in a bit strapped for cash as upgrading our armory, our repertoire of weapons is a touch expensive, and we are in the need of currencies. We are going to collect on some bounties, so to speak, or attempt to, I should say.
You're hunting a bounty and you're meeting with your bounty target?
Yes.
And they're coming willingly? Are you sure you don't want any help?
I mean, I think the dog is ready to help.
I mean, Chico probably good. Look, he's good at like lying and stuff, so he'd be good for it, right?
The idea is that I will be meeting him and alone and drawing him out of the tavern, and then we will ambush him accordingly to take him in.
Right.
But like, he protected me part of the tribe for ages, so like he's real good at like lying and stuff, isn't he?
Joel, you do tend to have a talent for the art of manipulation.
Well, I have, yes, I am trained, yes. I could easily blend in the background if you need an extra blade.
I think having another man on the inside just in case would be beneficial.
Well, certainly.
Right.
Yeah, just one moment, I'm gonna go... With all due respect, I appreciate the fact that you mended my pants, but I'm just really quickly gonna... change the bandages. Ow, ow, ow.
Fuck, if I wasn't... Oh god, if I didn't want to save my spell slots, I would have cured his wounds, because I have it.
Yeah.
I'm being a little conservative today.
Yeah, he takes me a couple of minutes before he resurfaces back with a different kind of outfit altogether. He completely changed his outfit.
For
But
the
does he
moment
look
that
cute,
like
though?
He's wearing a brown overall, and like a coat, kind of like buttoned all the way up to the top of his neck, and he's wearing what you can see as a hood over his head, and then a hat on top of the hood. He has a pair of sword swords on his side, and he's wearing white pants with dark brown boots.
He's wearing a hat over his hood?
Yes.
He has a weird
Neat.
fashion sense.
yeah,
I'm
it
not
is.
gonna question it, but I'm
Yeah.
Gus is just gonna like look at him like,
It's normally the other way around.
I see.
What?
Thanks.
Well,
Takes a
I've never
sip.
seen somebody pull off wearing a hat over a hood before.
I look
I
like
don't think I've seen one today either.
I look like an adventurer, don't I?
Trust glares at
Well.
Kiki slightly.
Just sort of gestures to the rest of us.
Trust is
Grimdog's
wearing
there
like
in his Grimdog there in his leather cowboy hat. Yeah, looks about right.
Going with a sombrero on.
Yeah.
Trust is
do-
wearing like a full suit with like a coat.
This is what adventurers look like, dumbass.
Peak performance.
He says, I don't have anything more extravagant. I could use my
No,
performing outfit, perhaps.
You darling, may I?
Sure.
Trust takes the hat off, pulls his cloak down, musses up his hair a little bit, straightens the cloak, leaves the cloak down, and then puts the hat on, and she slightly tilts it.
Does the hat have to be tilted?
Yes.
I would say it's an improvement.
I got something for you too. Hang on. Grimdog fishes around the bag and goes like, now I'm going to need to make this into a dagger later on, but you can like, use it as a trophy to show that you're like a top adventurer. And
Is
I hand him the dragon, the shadow dragon fang.
You would trust me with this?
Yeah, well, I'll need it back later because you're going to be able to do a dagger, but like you can hold on to it and like have it around your neck. It's kind of like hey, look, I'm a tough guy. I'll beat up a dragon.
We've also slept in your home. I feel like if you wanted to kill us, you would have done it by now.
That's true.
You know too much about us for us to not trust you at this point.
You see, as you say that, his face kind of like grows a bit more serious as he goes, well, to be fairly honest, I have actually met people who have been more cordial when they try to either allocate the meeting of a target with a different group to create an accident scenario. But yes, you're perfectly correct. Actually, no, that was not. I'm sorry, that was.
Kiki takes out her like tiny hat to cover her like the orange bit and goes, maybe we should just leave.
Yes, maybe we should just leave. Thank you.
Okay, let's go.
Woo!
He quickly just gets out of the house, and so do the rest of you. As you proceed to make your way out into the streets. Today is not that great of a day. You notice that there are a lot of adventurers out and about, and when I say a lot, I mean a lot more than usual. There are bands of people moving through the city holding pamphlets, and you do notice this as they're moving through. It's the same kind of pamphlet, and you do notice there is more of them on the boards, kind of dominating the rest. Orc hunting pamphlets.
Oh. Grimdog's going to excitedly take one of the pamphlets because he's now convinced he can probably read common with his one word that he knows.
Well, to be fair, you know the syllables
I
in the word.
mean, there are a lot of letters in the word Grimthought, so like.
Yeah, well, he knows orc. When he reads the word orc, he knows, oh, I know that one, it's in the middle. That one.
Yeah, the word is repeated a few times. In particular, you can notice that the rest of you who can read common, the pamphlets do say adventurers wanted. The orc threat has escalated. Peacekeeping negotiations are down. For every orc confirmed kill, you're to be rewarded 10 gold. And it has also additional rewards for those who are successfully killing an orc of greater importance, including orcs with a spellcasting ability, orcs with a leadership role, and the capturing of orcish folk from the plains of Zolaria.
Did we have anything to do with this?
Panic.
I mean, like, we killed some orcs, and then we told some other ones some of the red orcs to fuck up some of the dark orcs. So, I don't think so.
Excuse me, what did he say about the last one?
Sorry, what?
I'm talking to Lupus is talking to Grimdot. What did he say about the orcs helping the other orcs? Or
Oh, no. So, like, there was a bunch of the dark orcs that were like making a deal with the red orcs, but they've clearly gone bad. Like we saw that they basically turned on them and they were not getting ready to kill them. So we sent a message to the Red Orcs that we found up the road and said, "Hey, your mate's getting fucked up by the Dark Orcs." So yeah, we figured that they'd probably go down and kick their asses.
Oh,
I-
so this
I
place
have a
is.
feeling that we might have caused some of this, but at the same time, there are a lot of things that we should be more worried about, I think.
Is 10 a big number?
Depends. Why?
Oh, when you read it there, you said 10 the gold things.
10
Yeah,
gold.
no.
10 gold, sort of. 10 dead bodies, yes.
Just like for an orc, it feels like something. Like, it does feel like it's a lot, does it?
I'm just more worried that you're walking about in a city that are looking to kill quite a bit of orcs right now.
Oh, but I got this. And he pulls out his rite of passage.
As you pull out the rite of passage to show everyone, some of the people that were looking crypto just turn around disappointed.
Yeah, I know. Good. Trust is like
A
glaring.
group
with the
of
general.
Avengers like walking up behind, like, yes. And then, like, the second I pull it out, they just go, dang it.
Diplomatic immunity.
Can I vibe check the area?
Sure. Roll to
I
vibe.
just want to
Can I also like look in if
Guidance.
there's like
myself.
people like
Wow, 10.
wow.
But still, it's not bad. But
Wow, that was an absolute minimum insight
But
roll.
yeah, can I like look
Yeah.
around to see if there's anyone looking particularly interested, not in Grimthought, but to us as a group?
Make a perception check. As you vibe the area around you, in a 30-foot radius by casting vibe, here's the thing. People are actually in a bit of a more of a panic. You can tell two things. One, these adventurers were not here the past few days, because you see all manner of people moving through the town now. And two, you can tell that it is probably escalating a bit from just a minor threat.
yay, propaganda.
Well, propaganda aside, you make your way down into the shadiest parts of town, because of course you are. To find...
Can you get anything with force perception?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Not with interest, no. The only thing that catches your eye is the occasional person who just looks at Grimthorpe with confusion, and some of them with a bit of a grateful smile.
Wait until they figure out that I'm a spellcasting orc, then they'll really want me. That's the higher tier, you see.
I'm just gonna put this on that we are in a group of people, like a lot of people.
Yeah.
Akiki is really short, so she probably wouldn't see actually anything now that I think about it. But you know.
You keep an eye on the people around you, but yeah, you don't notice anyone else following you or keeping an eye on the group.
I'm kind of worried for the triad, but yeah.
I wouldn't. What could possibly go wrong?
I don't know.
Good one.
Everything.
So,
Everything.
you make your way over towards the tavern that you had made the appointment with a certain someone. A certain someone you care about a lot. To just put them behind bars or kill. You
So I
don't...
think.
Hmm?
So I was just gonna say, I think Trust is heading in with Joel, and the rest of us are going to hang outside in an alleyway nearby.
But Joel and I were not going in together at the same time because that would be suspicious. And
Okay.
the point of him is being like my backup, so he has to like either he goes in first or I go in first. But there has to be like a distance.
I could go in first, try to get the lay of the land, and if it is an ambush, well, you're not going to be put in danger.
I could put River to scout around the area just to be sure outside.
Yeah, that probably help. Oh, no, could River not look into a window?
Why not?
Oh, having River being able to like relay information to you guys as I'm like being, you know.
Yeah. Familiars, they're handy.
What accent? I just used like my "oh hello darling" accent when I was talking to him, right? Like I didn't
Yes.
fake it. Cool.
So first of all, to give you a surrounding, there is the open road, but basically the buildings here are more sparse. You're in the downtrodden parts of the city, the less privileged parts, and the tavern before you is actually a pretty big one. It is a two-story high tavern. On the side, you can see actually there is a small wooden carved statue right beside the door, resembling what you can tell is a dwarf with a mug, just looking very happy.
Okay. Are there any alleyways near the tavern at
Oh,
all?
plenty.
Darkened alleyways.
Yes, this is the downtrodden parts of the town. You couldn't be in a more shady place, except
Awesome.
yeah, unless if you were underground. This is the place that the guards barely visit. Speaking of which, there is actually a guardsman outside of the tavern talking with a dwarf who has parked a cart with a packing cow on this front, and they're discussing travel rights, but just having a discussion.
I like turn around and go a little bit like behind Grimthorpe from away from, well, I guess anyone's eyesight, and summon River, and I want you to keep an eye on something.
I am here. I have been. Oh, yes. Eye on what? What must my eyes gaze upon?
I want you to get closer to a window on that building, but you have to go around a little bit so it doesn't look like I'm just throwing a bird at the window.
Do you wish for me to slam against the
No!
glass?
Please don't.
I see. And I shall observe.
Just
Start to fly. And it makes a loop around the building before it starts to slowly creep. And this is a raven, mind you. Like, ravens are relatively big birds. They're not like
they're not that big.
not that big, true. They're not albatrosses, true. Like, they're not that big, but they are fairly visible. So there's this bird moving towards the window, and as it does, kind of perches on the wooden frame, looking in. What you do see is there are people inside, a few people actually, and you can also see that from these people, most of them are on the counter of the bar discussing with the bartender. Some of them are on the back of the tavern. One of them is like in the middle, sipping a drink. All of them are varying folk. There's a couple of traveling knights in there too. It's a good day today for that particular tavern keep. But you do spot someone that you would recall from the description. An elven man bearing plate armament, from what you can tell, over his form, with a very stylish violet leather hat. Very similar to one of Drow making, actually. Sylvan Drow, not Loth Drow. God.
I don't know, does anybody have it?
I don't have it.
And he does seem to
You
be
got it?
sitting alone.
Ash, do you have enhanced ability?
Nope.
Trust,
I
I
don't-
thought you would have it.
I didn't prep it because somebody else said they had it. So I'm like, oh, okay.
Was it
But was
with
it
Novi?
Coda?
Oh,
Yeah, in my
no.
movie he said it.
Shit.
I'll say that Novi would have cast it on you if that's the case.
Pog, give me that good eagle splendor.
I'm thinking of taking that back now, but
Immediate regret.
Give me eagle splendor, cause
you know what?
Well,
Yeah.
Trust, I can see what you're going to be doing. So
Sure.
Pog.
Yep.
Charisma advantage. Beautiful. Okay. Breath. Calm. Good.
Are you sending Joel in after you or before?
Before.
Okay.
Joel will go in before.
Very well. Joel obliges. He kind of nods at you, and with a preparation, he goes in. From the window, Kiki, you can see Joel just kind of head in, give a bit of a low impression, just heading for the nearest chair, and kind of sitting down. Shortly
hey,
afterward.
Jen,
Hmm?
I have a quick question. So I know that familiars can cast like spells through you, or like some spells,
Touch spells, yeah.
but yeah. So I guess awakened mind wouldn't. Like I can communicate with River, but River can't use my awakened mind to communicate. Like even if I'm
You can talk with
in
your god.
reverse. No. But like if I'm like gazing through River's senses, I can't use the awakened mind to communicate
Oh,
with
no,
someone
no.
who's turning.
No.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I
Just
think the
making
only
sure.
thing that you have that you'd be able to do through River is probably Vampire.
Yeah, I have some few other spells also.
Tactical vampire raven. Ah!
But yeah, just no.
The hot new show from the NBC, Tactical Vampire Raven.
Yes, you do see him. He's sitting down on a table, and he ordered like a couple of drinks for him, just to make himself look more casual.
He seems to be doing good.
The figure does kind of turn to him for a second. Keeps looking at him.
Does he look like he talks like, oh, hello, darling. Nice to meet you.
Not to anyone around him. He seems to be just sitting in the middle of the room, mostly to himself. Like you do notice as Joel is sitting down and he's being quickly given the drinks, he kind of goes like, looking at Joel, but Joel does not turn to face him, so he just kind of looks confused.
Like,
Once
contact, is that you? Mm-hmm.
Once Trust gets the kind of pay from Kiki, since Kiki has vision, Trust will go in. So once Joel is sort of set up, Trust will make her way in.
Sure. You make your way inside then, I assume.
Yes, sir.
Very well. Okay. As you enter inside, the building is that of orange colored, stained wood, the floor, and the ceiling. The walls are made out of concrete stone. As you enter in, Joel does not make a show of looking towards you, but you do notice that his eye just turns towards your way for a second, and then just turns back to his drink, as if acknowledging.
No. Trust does not acknowledge back because that's a very like good tell. But like you see her tail just kind of like move, you know?
Yeah, sure. I think the best thing that I could do actually for this is to just.
You prepped it? Oh my goodness gracious.
Spider-Man.
Where am I?
Why is there a cow?
I told you there was a
Either
cow
have.
outside.
Cow with the dwarf helping with the guard.
So,
Close my character sheet for a second so I can take this in.
So where would
Beauty.
there be a window that River should see
Right. Let me just put the bird, and you could. I'll just say that right over here.
through? Okay.
Traveling night. There's River. There's my contact. Okay. Yes. Okay. So Joel's set up. Crest walks in, and she just kind of glances around, looking for her contact. And then she just continues, just kind of like walks in.
Alright, as you walk in looking around, are you making it very obvious you're looking for someone?
Yes.
Then yes, you would be able to just notice that the figure kind of turns towards you, looking at you a bit with interest and pointing to the chair before him.
Oh yes. There we go. Trusta smiles sweetly and comes and walks over.
As you sit down, the figure kind of smiles back and says, "Greetings, could I offer you a drink?"
That would be wonderful, darling.
Any preference?
This early in the morning, a little bit of wine I think would be perfect.
Very well. As in a couple of moments, a waiter arrives and he says, "A wine for the lady. Nothing else." The waiter nods and leaves. You're a little bit late.
Yes, unfortunately I overslept, as one does.
Right on.
And the inn I'm staying at, they did not come and wake me at the requested time, so not ideal.
Well, that's fine. I didn't expect to see an unfamiliar face. So, before we get immediately down to business, I'm assuming you're here to deliver me the news.
Sorry, you said deliver me the news?
Yes, the news. You know, the information.
Pog. Okay, I thought he was looking for weapons, not information. Okay, this changes things.
Could be
lot.
information on weapons. Yeah, no, but it seems to be looking for information right now.
I think I can do you one better than information, darling.
I require. He looks at you with a bit of. Right. I'm sorry. What did you just ask me? I must have misheard.
Oh. I said I think I can do you one better than simply information.
That is. I swear to God, if it is about joining a cult, I already told no.
Oh, goodness gracious, no. Do I look like the type to join a cult?
No, you look at the type that runs one. But please do tell.
Trust chuckles and she goes, honestly, I can barely get anyone to follow my orders. No, you're in the market for a specific type of weapon, if I do recall.
They must have misinformed you. And I do apologize. No. I'm not in the market for a weapon. I've got plenty of my own. He points to the greatsword he has on his side.
I see.
But what I'm looking for are people that are capable with such weapons. You see, what's your name? Let's start with that. I think it is a bit prudent.
Sasha, Dad.
Shasha. Daniel. I am a... Well, not a bounty hunter, but I am on the hunt for certain people. Certain people that I am on the hunt for certain people with certain abilities. Usually, these abilities tied to their armaments. Are you familiar with the other planes?
More familiar than I would like to be.
A seeker of knowledge. Or something more. I don't pry. But yes, I am hunting for people that have a certain bond to such armaments. That draw power from these weapons. And that can curse
Yeah.
others.
I do know just the person, to be honest. I know actually quite two who have strong bonds to their weapons and can cause very dear harm to others and curse them and summon them seemingly out of nowhere. That is what you're looking for, yes?
Oh, yes it is. However, before we move on, I'd like to ask you what you would like in return for this information. I know there has to be something.
Just like she leans in back and she just kind of thinks about it and she bats her eyelashes a little and just grins and she goes, I am not in need of anything dire right now. We can come to a payment agreement later. I'm not strapped for cash, as it were.
You notice at this point, a glass of wine has been placed on your table. I'll pay for it. He hands a couple of gold to the waiter.
How kind of you, darling.
Oh, please. Look. Shasha, wasn't it?
Sasha, yes.
Yes. Everyone wants something. I know that. You are not doing this out of the goodness of your heart. So that we don't have to deal with this later, and because I don't like, let's say, agreements in the air, what are you really after? If you're honest with me, I will do you way better in the long run.
Okay. This is Socks talking, not Trust.
Yeah, nope, that makes sense.
Oh, panic. Trust is a smooth operator, but Socks is not, so I'm just like, what do I, But the worst thing you can do in this moment is panic.
Yep.
So Trust will sip on her wine and look at him and goes, let's just say she has been having dealings with my fiance, and I would very much like them to stop.
She?
Oh, yes. I did say I knew her. I could do you one better.
Lady, I will let you in on something. I don't like to be lied to. If you are hiring me for free to kill someone that has slept with your spouse, I'll tell you right now, I'm not going to be happy at all.
Goodness, no. I just want somebody to occupy her time. Who said anything about murder?
He raises an
You're a
eyebrow.
handsome fellow. You're interested in something that she has. I assume that would be enough to keep her off of him for at least a week.
You have...
Sips her wine.
Make a deception check.
And it's at advantage. Pog. 16.
Every time I hear Pog, I die a little bit inside.
Sorry.
Fuck's sake, of course. Okay.
Sorry, Kiki. I'm kind of using you.
I didn't take you for the sort that would be so kind to someone who has slept with your spouse, but well, who am I to tell? Perhaps the relationship is a bit more intricate. Fine. Fine. Yes, that would work. I have only one question. Who is this person? I'd like to know as much information as I can.
Sorry, Kiki. I love you very much.
I will remind you that Find Familiar does allow you to hear from your familiar, by the way, if you focus to your senses.
Yeah,
into it.
but I'm like on the side of glass, so can I hear it?
Hmm.
Should I make like a check?
Make a perception check.
Okay. Wait, I need to. Do I need to make it as river? Hold on.
No, as yourself, because it's your senses.
Alright, right.
She's about this tall.
No,
Just-
nothing.
just
I
like-
this.
Like, does it? She's about this tall. And high up.
River just says this like, what's
Right,
going on?
no. good.
Most gorgeous eyes you've ever seen. But I would never tell her that.
Right.
Doesn't talk much. Orange hair with a blonde streak through it.
Orange hair with a blonde streak. Cool. Okay, I will write that down.
Very, very striking.
You have a very... Very well. Very well, and where is she? Is she in a different city?
Right. Oh no, she's in the city, darling.
Here, in Zerno.
In Zernal, yes.
Interesting. Interesting. Any specific location?
Okay, fuck. Okay.
And of course, her name, if possible.
I've only ever heard her called Kiki.
That should work.
As for location, I know where she'll be tonight.
Tonight? Where would that be?
What's the name of the bar that we're supposed to go to tonight?
To meet Marie.
We have.
Yep.
Do we have a name for that bar?
I believe you did, but I don't recall it immediately off the top of my head. Give me a moment. I'll
It
look at
was
my
like,
notes.
I'm gonna see if I wrote it down too. I thought I might have, but I don't see your notes. No, I didn't. I left a space to write stuff down, but I didn't write it. It's like the axe and something? The crooked axe? We need a lore master, man.
No, this is... I didn't write it down. Fuck.
Let's just go with the crooked axe.
Sure, the crooked axe.
That sounds right.
Interesting place.
And apparently there's going to be a show there that they're going to watch together. Incredibly jealous. Takes another sip of her wine.
And you would like... When you say they... What do you mean?
Her and her friend. All I know is she's taking a friend there for the evening. Not my fiance, because he has agreed to take me to the opera.
I see. What is the name of your fiance, by the way? I would like to know the names that I may not mention in conversation.
Trust just smiles widely. His name is Joel.
Give me a moment, I'll just read it
It's
quickly.
not all. Technically, she's using people she knows, which kind of keeps it
Yeah,
Well,
I
it's
know.
not
I'm just
true,
gonna make a
you
quick
know?
just check.
Perception.
Like, I just want to imagine, like, Joe, like, you know, when, like, you're not really listening or you can't hear, when you hear your own
Yeah,
name, you're just like,
yeah. You
what?
you notice Joel from where he is on the table, kind of like for a second, as he's drinking, he puts the mug down and then looks a bit around, shake his head, and continues drinking. The elf goes, I see. Well, if she's gonna be there with anyone else, then is she staying there for the night?
Yes, she is.
So she should probably have a room. I see. Very well. And as before, what would you want for this information?
Darling, just distract her. She finds a new plaything, she'll leave my fiance alone, that's all.
Sweetheart,
You
I
don't
can't
intend to
stay
harm
here.
her, do you?
I can't stay here, sweetheart. I have other people that I have to cater to.
Just break her heart then.
That I can do.
Certainly know the art of seduction.
That I can do.
Okay, that's a little concerning. Not gonna. No, did he say it really? Can I insight check?
Make an insight
Just-
check.
Cool. 26.
You see, as he's not looking at you as he says that, he's looking outside of the window, not towards where the bird is, the raven. He's looking outside the window. He's looking with a. His eyes are not here right now. He slowly smiles in a small grin, just creeping on his face. You notice his teeth are perfectly aligned, and as he's smiling outside of the window, you can notice that his thoughts must be very pleasing. Oh yes. Oh yes. Very well.
This is very creepy.
Then no, I know exactly what I am going to be doing. Thank you for this information. If there's anything else I can perhaps give you in exchange, or if there is anyone else you would know of these sort of, well, with this kind of skills.
There is a half
A half what now?
orc. I've been traveling with him. He's a very kind fellow, but he has a sort of. Oh, I don't even know how to describe it, but it makes disturbing sounds when he summons it.
He summons a blade that makes disturbing sounds.
It's like an axe, but it's also a sort of musical instrument. It's very odd. I've never seen anything like it before in my life.
Strange.
Cursed thing.
Do you know
for
anything
certain.
else about that? Have you if he is a companion of yours, then have you seen him use such magic?
Oh yes. In fact, I've hired him to be my bodyguard. He's very good at what he does, but that damn thing is so disconcerting.
Make a persuasion check.
Hog at advantage. Natural 20.
He says, and do you know where he is right now?
Yes, I have him waiting for me, just in that, just outside.
I see.
I had to make sure I got here safely, of course.
Correct.
Would
And-
you like to meet him, darling?
Oh, I would love to. Perhaps in a moment. Anything else you know about him?
Far too trusting for his own good.
I see. Sounds correct. I've actually traveled before with a person I would call naive. Very good. Now, I'm assuming, as I said before, this is not under. I'm not under any pretense that you're not getting anything out of this.
Just my own satisfaction, darling.
Right, about him.
Him, I would feel it You would just simply have to take over his contract.
What I am
As
after
you would-
are the weapons.
I see.
If it doesn't have to be that the person dies, because that is what I do. I primarily take away the armaments that are cursed in that manner, and I make sure that they are not going to have a chance to curse anyone ever again. These weapons are terribly, terribly self-destructive, and if left unchecked can lead someone into madness.
I certainly don't want that for my companion.
If your
At least you
companion
have to help him then.
has your companion showed a certain affinity for the weapon he uses, if that's the case,
Yes. Yes, he has.
he might have been indeed forging a pact with it.
Oh my goodness.
It's unfortunate that this has happened to your friend, but don't worry. I will try to take it out of his hands without necessarily having the main goal killing him outright. He doesn't sound like he is too far gone yet.
Well, anything you can do to help him, really.
That is what I do. I mean, my companions. He taps on the greatsword next to him. Can you give me an Arcana check?
19.
For a second, you watch as he's tapping the weapon with his hand. His other hand is like on the table. You notice there is like on the metal of the arm, the plate. An eye kind of is there as you're looking at it for a second. It blinks towards you, and you blink, and then it disappears.
No emotion. No reaction to that. Trust is just not gonna. She's gonna pretend she didn't see it. She's gonna just.
But yes, if that is the manner, then bring in your friend. I would like to at least.
Oh,
Get to meet
he really does not do well in crowds. That's why he's waiting outside. That's why he didn't come in here with me.
He's not
Would you
dealing
care
with
to
it
follow me out?
outside.
Yes.
Oh, sure thing. Outside of the tavern, yes, that is doable.
Cool. Trista will sip like just down the rest of her wine, set it down.
Of course, give me a moment, if that's the case. You don't have to stand up immediately. I'll go talk over with my companions. Don't want to not to leave them unalerted to this. Give me one moment. He heads over towards the bar where you see the rest of the people that are sitting on the stools kind of look towards him, and they start to greet him like, "Hey, okay, is that the-" Yeah, you can hear like, "Is that the person?" Like, have you never had any kind of any kind of subterfuge done before? No, I'm a paladin of Tyr. What kind of nonsense is that?
Of course.
I have something that I need to talk to you about. Come on. He gathers them around. Are you snooping in?
Not obviously, but yeah.
I'll make a perception check.
Oh, 11. I didn't mean to roll that at advantage. My passive perception is 18, but my intentional perception is 11.
I'm gonna say make a stealth check, and if you beat that, I'll allow you advantage on the perception.
20.
Okay, you will have advantage then. As you try to slowly sip your drink, you're listening into the conversation, having to slowly crick your chair just a couple more inches to listen. You hear him go, "I have found another one. The one of the people that I have told you about. He's outside. Be careful. If he is as deranged as the last people that I have met, he is very likely going to attack us on sight should I reform the rite. We take him down, that's the case. No necessarily trying to kill him. And he looks towards one of the other people there, and you hear a response of, happened once. Like, you weren't even there. We have started this band about a few days ago, okay? We've been friends and traveling companions for a week now. I trust you, and I hope you can trust me when I say that this person is not good news for any of us. Nor for the city. We take away the cursed weapon. We're saving his life and that of his companions. I have some personal gold. I'll be putting it into the bank.
He's a good liar.
Most of the people there nod. The paladin nods also extremely just, yes. Then what are we waiting for? With haste! And he says that like loudly, raising his weapon, and you see the elf just kind of like, oh.
Okay. Grimgod's not here because he went. Okay.
Wait for me at the door. As the elf approaches, you see the rest of the warriors make for the door. You do see Joel just look towards the adventurers that they're living and then looking back towards you.
Trust will do one, nod her head a little to try and be like, yep, bad news, bears.
We were just looking at like, huh?
Yeah, you see, you actually hear the bird go, interesting. Yes. I do not understand anything that has happened.
I mean, it's actually key, but yeah.
No, that is River thinking. I was like,
Oh, I see.
Do I have to say the sending stuff out loud? Or can it be
No.
Let me see something.
Because, I mean, we established that with Frame Thought is that he would just think real loud.
I'm gonna say yeah. No, it's not an audible thing. However,
It's just
to cast
verbal
sending,
component.
you do need a verbal component. So you are gonna be casting a spell.
Right. Okay. Fuck. Okay. That's fine.
So I have.
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna cast it. I'm not gonna cast it.
As you see the elf approaching, Daniel, he takes a hold of the chair and puts it. It just slides it into the table. Very well then. My companions are going to also meet with your friend. They are very interested in, finding out who he is. Now, I have a question for you. Sasha, perhaps would you be interested in another drink afterwards? I would mind at least. I would not mind at least showing my appreciation for your assistance so far.
Is he hitting on me? Can I insight check him?
Yeah,
right
make an
now?
Or is he trying to kill you? Is he
Make-
trying to poison you? What's the deal?
Make an insight check.
19.
He's not flirting with you. You have seen this before. This is your tactic.
He's doing my thing. He's you trying to use my thing against me?
Yes, and
He's trying to use.
he has a cold fake smile across his lips. He's just standing there, smiling.
Okay. Trust is gonna do the thing where she just kind of looks him up and down, like up, down, raises an eyebrow at him, smirks, and goes, "Let's talk about that later, darling. I haven't quite,
Fair enough.
not quite as thirsty as one might assume."
He raises an eyebrow in response, looking towards you. Very well. He turns around, and as he turns around, Kiki, you would be the one to see this. His smile drops. Like,
Yeah, of course. fucking trust all her fake appearance also drops as soon as his back is to her, and she just rolls her eyes so fucking hard. And now what Trust is going to do is these are knights. Yeah, they're dressed in knightly night.
Oh yeah, you see they're
stuff.
dressed in like armament. They have their own armor. They have their own tabards. Different houses. They're just sitting there drinking mugs.
Poggers.
Yeah, they're just like, hey here.
They're like these guys are leaving, right?
Oh no, they're staying here. Like
They're
you
like-
can see them like they're sitting
They're
down.
like waiting. No, these guys. The over here up top. Dan and Danny Boy and his party.
Oh no, they're waiting for you. Like you can see them
They're
like.
waiting for me. Okay. Poggers. Okay. Trust is gonna get up and leave.
Very well. The rest of you, as you're all standing outside, just waiting, Grimthought, Ashfall, you would be the first one to see an elf with blonde hair exiting, and then.
I mean,
As he exits, Trust is gonna cast Sending. As soon as he's out the door and she doesn't see him, she's gonna cast Sending.
I mean, Kiki would have told like what she was seeing, but she couldn't hear what they were discussing.
Okay. Yeah.
Like when Trust gets to about like here, I want to say, and he like they see she's coming and they're walking out the door, she's gonna cast Sending.
Okay.
She's gonna cast it to Kiki. He's not alone. They're all coming to try and fight Brimthod. There are 6. He lied to them. I lied to him. Get ready. Please. That's all
Just
my
gonna-
words.
Just gonna point out that I knew how many there were. But well, Ash, Grimtod, Lupus, you're ready for a fight?
Do you?
Yeah, right.
Totally.
I will like respond. We are
Mm.
ready. What happened?
Oh boy. I'm not gonna. She can't. I'm not gonna cast Sending
I
again.
know,
I don't want to
I
use a
know.
3rd level for that.
It's fine.
You see, as you're
Trust
moving.
makes eye contact.
Yeah, you
I
see.
just want to make eye contact with Joel and like.
Yeah, about that. You do look at Joel, and he like has a hand over at his drink and at his sword each, and he taps both. Like,
Trust glances at the sword.
he nods. He takes a firm grip of his sword, and with his other, he grips his other. He just sits there by the chair, just looking at you. But he seems ready to jump.
Poggers. All right. Oof. John is wearing the trust shirt again. It does say trust on it. Goodness gracious.
Trust them. It says a lot, something a little different, but I don't want necessarily to do this without Grimford. Do we want to just wait a moment,
Alright.
or do you want to just go into this just now? Because I
I
don't
don't
know.
want to go into it without him.
You want to go into it without him?
No.
I mean,
You'll
what if
wait.
we had a little break because I could also put my laundry to dry while we were waiting?
Sure thing. We are gonna have a teeny tiny break. The rest of you can move away and walk and do whatever. I'm gonna stay in chat actually, for the time. Yes.
Jen, about that, the stream is like 15 minutes late.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why.
So, yeah.
Use the Streamlabs' faction or function for streaming for this computer, and it just fucks me in the ass for some reason. I don't know. It's not cohesive. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna be here for a while, so
I like how he just fucking told me everything.
Yeah.
Like, he just fucking like, dude, are you kidding me? You just gave me all the information I needed in one go? Like, who are you? How stupid do you think I am? Well, he probably thinks I'm very stupid because that's how I'm, like, portraying myself as. But still, like, you don't just tell a pretty face everything, even if you want to, like, get her to trust you or get her to on your good side. You don't. Ugh. Men are stupid. I'm so sorry.
I'm just gonna point out that we're about to enter a fight, and our DM is a guy. So
Yeah, well,
No,
this is
I'm not gonna be like.
talking about this guy particular.
Yeah,
obviously
I'm not gonna be like, oh, plus 100 hit points. Like, no.
then again, I'm like hunted
God.
training Among Us like right before the game too, and like I'm still.
You are not trusting anything.
Yeah. Anyways, I will be back.
Yeah, of course. You're both just. You can go for a break. It's fair. I'm just gonna be here, just vibing.
That would be a good place to use fireball.
That would be a good place to use fireball. Yes.
Yes, Aqua, let's use it right next to a tavern that is made out of wood.
Yes.
Oh boy.
I think everyone here knows the game plan. Go for
The throat.
who's? No. Ghost looks like the weakest and that can't cancel spells.
Amazing. I wouldn't be that worried. You got this.
Yeah, at least this then starts a tavern brawl.
That is true. Well, it is a bit also too early to tell that, but there's still time.
Hey, what a miss!
We are on break.
Cool.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
Fuck.
wait.
They met Daniel.
It's Daniel.
Oh yeah, Jack Daniels. And well, about that, the party is
We're gonna
now
fucking fight.
outside with him.
Can you use Sleeping with my fiance Joel.
Actually, yeah, I think Sox, you can actually say the best summary of what happened. I think, like, I trust you to agree to give Foylan right now the best kind of summary.
Yes, I hired Daniel to break Kiki's heart because she's sleeping with my fiance Joel.
Right, got that.
And you're a warlock, and this celebrator is your curse weapon. And he's
Oh,
coming to kill you.
oh, it's my the celebrator's my pact weapon, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I need
Cool.
to save you.
Fun. All right.
He has a party with him. They've been traveling together for about a week. They trust him, quote unquote. He lied to them
Yeah, no, makes sense.
about
So,
what happened at the whole party.
I'm taking it that the aura there is the paladin, yeah.
Paladin of
When did
Tur.
When did I start liking men? I don't like this.
Imagine not having a type. Being asexual.
Yeah, it's a thing.
You can always ask a Pokemon.
God. No, it's always just it's always just a vibe, you know. Just what there is no need for the hanky panky, in the words of Caduceus Clay.
Always
question
a
actually-
need for hanky panky. You shut your mouth.
So, in regards to that question, so apparently Daniel brought up Imish.
Oh yes, in a just very subtle fashion.
Yeah.
He hasn't
He
told.
lied about.
Yeah, he hasn't told Trust and everything about his fucking life, but
I mean, that's fair.
he has been very honest about being a person who's a hunter for cursed armaments and artifacts, taking usually the form of weapons. And he's hunting them down in order to prevent the corruption of individuals who wield them.
Wait, I'm the only one who has an actual weapon like that.
Yeah, right.
We stated that
gonna
it's
use Lupus.
Grimthod.
But I feel like Grimthod's tankier, and having them distracted by the tank, quote unquote, or try to go after our beefy boy, and we can just buff him. Most of us have the ability to buff him.
Just thinking in regards to my spell list, I wonder, can I actually, like,
John,
momentarily at least play it off? No, play it off that I'm a warlock. I'm wondering if there's any crossover of the spells that I know that I could actually play it off as a warlock for like a split second. See, I got. No.
I mean,
no. Shatter?
Shatter.
Yes, yes.
Shatter's the one spell. Shatter's the one spell I can do that makes me look like a warlock just a little bit.
Yeah, but it would be like, did you know Eldritch Blast? Fuck.
I got a sword. I got a big axe. Need
But
Belgic Blast.
And you hear him say Eldritch Blast and splashes him with a barrel of water.
Optic Blast.
Oh yeah, wow, the chat is very much behind. They are on the spooky eye on the armor.
Ah, fun.
I love watching chat right now is great.
No, I know, so likewise, but I enjoy watching Jess just go in the chat is the best. Oh, look at that. But yeah, look at me just expanding the map so that there's more on the road, just like, yeah, I'll just do that immediately.
But yeah, no, Shatter is like the one crossover I have with the Warlock spell list, so that's the only way I could potentially momentarily pass as a Warlock.
If you're lucky enough, you can deafen them all.
Yep. Only thing, I've seen Warlocks that don't really do Eldritch Blast, because they're just like, no, I'm Pact of the Blade, I just do Sword.
Yeah, here, you could go with that. It's like, I'm a more sophisticated warlock. I don't just take Eldritch Blast.
I'm more sophisticated. I cast Stab.
Like,
Good.
why aren't you casting Eldritch Blast? Like, I don't feel like it. Did you not take it? No.
You see his
Maybe.
spell
I just
is...
don't feel like it right now, okay?
My sugar daddy said I couldn't have it. Okay, leave me alone.
Oh, that would just be the best flavor thing for a warlock. It's like, yeah, no, you have access to all of the warlock abilities, except your patron won't let you take Eldritch Blast. Fucking why? He's kind of a dick.
You know what's hilarious? Having the DM
You see the
pick them
patron?
for you. You can't pick
It
them.
will
Your
be-
DM has to pick them.
My God.
I'd be so fucked.
Would it be funny if the patron is his literal weapon? Why can't I cast this spell? Because I'm the spell focuser, you idiot!
Just fucking Hexblade it, and it's like, Hexblade just says, no, you're not allowed to learn Eldritch Blast. Fuck you, you use me.
And you see the weapon. Yeah, now sharpen me at the night.
Not gonna lie, dude, you're making this real weird. You just press sharpen the blade, like, you're making this so weird, bud. You need to stop making noises.
God, I can't. I would not.
It's like that. It's like that Family Guy episode where they're shearing the sheep.
Shear my ass.
Delete my
But,
my
like,
mind.
I just wanna I wanna imagine like a warlock and patron thing where they're just like really friendly with each other, but at the same time they're using the patron as a spellcasting focus. So there are certain spells the patron doesn't want them to do because I don't like how it feels. Okay.
Listen, Shatter's too loud. It hurts my ears. You don't fucking have ears. It's too loud.
So like, what are you
Maybe-
saying? So wait, Trust. You're saying that they are hunting a warlock, and you told them that the actual warlock is sleeping with your fiance,
Joel.
Yep.
but that said warlock is actually using magic instead of weapons.
They're looking for. I'm pretty sure looking for Pact of the
Wait.
Blade warlocks. They're not looking for
Oh.
Pact of the Tome.
You know what I just realized? Kiki
What?
fits the description of Kiki you just gave him.
Oh yeah, baby.
Oh yeah,
I know.
exactly.
Oh,
That's the point.
so that's why
I want him to know he. I know. I want. That's why she also gave up Grimthod because she's like, I don't. Or like gave up Grimthod. I say in air quotes because like I
Let's
want
see.
him to know he got fucked. The
Will
way
I
he
ever
fucked
meet
over
my
his last
sister,
screw.
Jen?
I mean, yeah, sure. Do you want me to just do it now?
She just turns up like, why are you fucking around with this other warlock? Get to the main plot already.
Okay, fine. Sheesh. Okay, I'll do it. If that's what you want. But remember, much like a genie, you should have worded your wish carefully. So yeah.
No, I just asked, General Shield. I just asked you a question. I would never wish anything from you, okay?
Okay.
Kiki's sister is just like fourth wall aware, and it's just like, you guys have been pissing about for months. Just get to me already.
I didn't know she. Okay, I thought she was dead. Like, all honestly, I thought she was dead. And I remember I like gave Jen like, okay, here's the backstory, and he was like, well, what happened to the sister? I'm like, I don't know. You get to decide. And he was like, okay. So I was like, oh, okay, she's dead probably. I mean,
So
she
I-
might be. I don't know.
So I think I found your first mistake. I think.
You gave me
No,
something
I
to
like
play
to be
with.
surprised. Well, last time I was like, well, she had a dad, and then it had a I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark moment, and it was horrifying. So, you know.
Oh yeah, I did predict the way that Tony Stark would die, didn't I? Huh. Oops.
It was funny because in that moment I almost started laughing because I started thinking about the I don't feel so good Mr. Stark moment, but I didn't want to say it to ruin the mood, but you know.
Huh. Neat. Speaking of neat, are we ready to continue with this? Because this is gonna get feral real fast.
I can't wait to murder this guy, to be honest. I know
don't think-
he's worth more alive than dead, but
Also, you know, if we just non-lethal him, we can bring him to Imish.
Yeah.
that's true. But you can't non-lethal spells, from what I remember.
This is true.
But we have Grimthorn and Lupus.
And Ash.
You know, I
He-
can't non-lethal an arrow.
No, but you can non-lethal a dagger and a mace and a short sword.
Yeah.
Can't
Yeah.
you technically non-lethal an arrow if you like describe exactly where you want to hit?
Nope.
Or damn.
Eh, Remember, an arrow is always pointy, unless you're aiming for a cape or a piece of clothing.
I mean, I suppose even
That
if you're
thing's
aiming
gonna
at
be
the
painful.
leg, you can still accidentally hit the thigh and hit like
Yeah.
major, you know.
Yeah, I believe the idea behind non-lethaling melee damage is that like you're doing stuff like turning the broadside of a sword on them and stuff like that. Whereas with an arrow, it's like you can't softly shoot someone.
That's true.
Yeah.
And you can always die from the shock too.
I mean that's true of any injury, really, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, ready to go whenever you are, Jed.
Alright, that's all.
Cool.
Do this.
All right. Yeah, we should be now up again. Yeah, let's. Fuck
We
you.
back
the
at it.
The stream is still in the tavern, so
I know.
it's so behind.
So, you exit from the tavern into the slums, and the rest of you, as you're like outside, you notice this gang of folk exiting. And as they exit, you notice that Kiki, you stop as you see the visage of the paladin stop, as Daniel looks towards Kiki and Grimthought.
So
Hello.
Or
He looks at you, Grimthought, and goes to the rest of the people around him. He says something in Elvish.
Does it
Kiki, you don't
say-
understand it.
I understand Elfish too.
Yeah,
I
he says, you can stay a bit back, don't worry. And he moves. Greetings, my name is Daniel von Blah. I am...
That sounds like the fakest name I heard in ages.
Lupus.
I'm not gonna say anything because I don't.
Well, that is a bit non-surprising. The house is not relatively well known, but that's fine. I would like to formally greet you. As Trust, you also come out from... Do you come out from the tavern?
Where else could I come out from, actually? Or can I just stand in the doorway?
You could just... Yeah, and as you see, Joel is creeping up onto the side of the wall right next to you. Blades drawn.
Cool. I'm gonna stay in the doorway,
Uh,
that way
You do
Joel
not...
still has like a...
Yeah, you do notice as he has like the blades in his hands, the innkeeper is looking towards both of you. Just...
Trust winks and blows the barkeeper a kiss.
Yeah, he points at a sign behind him that he was covering up that says "No fighting in the tavern."
Ah.
You just mouth,
Trust
point,
just nods understandingly, and then
just
takes
point
a step
outside the door, just mouth.
You see Joel is not immediately leaving, he just sees his blade but has his hands on them. Grimford,
He asks for a green. I go, hi, I'm Grimford.
Okay. So Grimthod knows because Kiki would have had time to tell him because ascending shenanigans.
You're aware
So,
that...
Grimthor, basically what Kiki told you is that they're coming outside and we have to be prepared for a fight. But she doesn't know why.
Oh, Pog. That's right.
And Kiki did tell you that, yeah, they're looking for you, Grimthor. They want to kill you, or they want to fight you.
So yeah, Grimthod's going to walk forward. He's going to have Celebrator on his back, but he's going to be like ready to unsheath it at a moment's notice. Like, hi, I'm Grimthod.
I greet you, Mr. Gripthod. He looks over. You do see his eyes are like twitch towards Kiko for a second, and he looks back at you. Tell me, I see that you are a very muscle-bound individual. Would you happen to be a warrior?
Oh yeah.
That is very unfortunate. Don't. Well, context matters in this case, but well. This is your companion, Shasha. She has told me a lot about you.
Trust looks at Grimthod, and she just looks him in the eye.
I'm gonna be cordial and simply begin this formally by asking if it would be feasible to simply hand over your weapon.
Do you know how expensive that shit was?
Slowly unsheaths a celebrator from his back and holds him. Like, this is given to me by a very good friend. I'm not about to give it up. But I want to ask you something. Want to murder your gnome friend?
Yes, darling.
Yeah.
Why did you murder your gnome friend?
He looks confused.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Why did
You're
you
the guy
murder your
that
gnome
murdered
friend?
his own party. You're wanted because of that.
Yeah, there's posters all over the place.
Yeah, that hand of you is that giveaway.
There's a very high bounty on your head.
He looks
I'm
back.
surprised you didn't
My
know
head.
about it. And considering you're a bounty hunter and all.
Yeah.
But I suppose if that was a lie, it makes sense that you wouldn't know there's a bounty on your head.
I see. You must have been misinformed mercenaries. He turns to the rest of his companions. We've dealt with a triad before. We know how they operate.
Nah.
Are you fucking kidding me?
And they draw
Trust
their
is
weapons
just
from
gonna
their sides as he's
Shake her goddamn head.
Yeah, as he finishes saying, "Not a fan. We'll kill you. We'll kill
We
you."
are not.
I would like everyone to roll
We are
initiative.
not the.
Fucking cunt.
Because I
Piece
have
of-
my feral instinct, I get advantage. Hooray.
Oh no.
And I need to get the stat blocks for all of these, folks.
So they think we're working with the triad, right?
Well, they do now because he's
I-
a liar, and I hate him.
The guy's truly a manipulative bastard. With bad fashion sense.
Ah. Right, so I'm in on 12. Got to click tokens on my initiative. Give me a sec.
Yeah, that's fine. I have to roll like so many initiatives.
I'm in on 12.
Hammerstone 12.
You're
I
12
think
years
you
old.
go first. Pretty sure your initiative modifiers are the man.
Minus my dex for the first two.
So far, I'm enjoying my spot up here at the top.
Mm-hmm.
In the middle of all the enemies.
Well,
Yeah,
they think they're on your side. They think that you are on their side for now.
Well,
Not after what she just said. No.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
You've done
it
good.
will be fine.
And I hate that I have to do this, but I have to also roll initiative for this guy too, I suppose.
This guy.
Any guard?
Oh yeah, we're fighting like right outside the tavern, huh? Yeah.
Yep.
The guard just turns around like,
Okay.
"Hey, that's not legal."
Hug.
Stop.
I'm guessing it is. No, my turn.
Yeah. It indeed should be your turn. I'm just checking really quickly if I have rolled initiative for everyone. Which I should. Okay, yeah. I think we can just go into some nice. Yeah,
Hey,
combat.
that's illegal. We point to Valis. Yes, yes, he is.
Trust.
Fuck that.
Okay, first move. First move of the day.
Oh,
gonna set the
fuck
tone
it.
for the whole combat. Okay. Trust is going to on herself from where she is, going to look at I'm just gonna call him Dan. Look at Dan and go, I really wish you would stop fucking talking. And she's gonna cast silence in a 20-foot radius around her.
Oh, no, fucklet. Silence, okay.
As you see his
No,
face,
I was looking at. I didn't mean to click on fog cloud. I meant to click on the eye. And I
yeah,
clicked on the
you
thing.
swave your hands in a pattern, and you see one of the companions, the darker toned skinned individual, turn towards you and say, Mama, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to break that. And with a crushing notion, you see a small ethereal crystal in his hands break as he casts Counterspell.
Oh shit!
I could have counterspelled that, but I don't. I wanted to save it.
Oh shit! Homie thinks he's cute.
Wow.
Wait. Use the counter spell. That means you can dodge him with attack.
That's not.
There's no attack of opportunity from him at least, but there is from the other people around her.
Yeah, the paladin, the
I'm
turtle.
looking to see if I can do any bonus stuff because casting silence is my action.
Hmm.
And then he counterspelled it. No, that's it. That's all I got.
Very well. Really quickly. Okay. So. Joel, trust, you enter thunder. Joel is going to act immediately afterwards. Not great. He's going to move in. Into the doorframe, see everyone around the doorway. Yeah, that is not good. He looks at the sign behind him and he looks forward. He smiles and he just. He looks at you and goes, "Which one? Just quickly, point."
Blondie points at Dan.
He turns towards him and, moving right next to you, he thrusts forward with his weapon. Let's make some open rolls. He's gonna make 3 attacks with his sword.
Question. Is he getting any form of advantage because they weren't aware that he was a combatant until right now?
Oh no, they had their wits on them, but he didn't stealth, so they assumed there are people in the
Okay.
tavern that are, yeah. He didn't.
That means he would get advantage for his
Nah, I
attack if
know.
he's in stealth, yeah?
No, he doesn't, and unfortunately he does not even get sneak attack because there's no enemy, no ally.
I was stealthed before the combat started, unfortunately.
No, not really.
Okay, well, one of those attacks
and
gets
that's not that he didn't try, is that he knew if he did, the tavern keeper would be upset most likely, and he didn't want to do that. However... Questions here. Let me see this. Do we care?
Do we care?
Okay. 1 that hits.
Points.
So higher than
Okay.
15.
You watch as his blade, the first one, hits against the metal armor. The second is actually piercing into his plate armor. And as he takes it back, blood is now there. But you notice that not only is there no wound on him, there is also no real flinching from him in his facial expression. And as he turns around and he blocks the 3rd attack with his blade.
Temporary hit points, I would imagine. Alright.
Next up is as a bonus action, he could disengage.
He could. He really could.
He would leave trust there.
He looks like
The
a
other thing
trust.
is that if he stays there, Lupus gets sneak attack damage.
Yeah,
Just saying.
he doesn't know that. He doesn't know how Lupus operates, but he stays there. You see the person next to him, a man wearing heavier overalls, bearing a spear on his side and a shield. He goes, "Oh, you should have not done this, cult boy!" And he's going to bash him with the shield.
Why does everybody think I'm part of a bloody fucking cult?
That hits. Ooh.
No!
Cool. 10 points of bludgeoning damage and a strength save, which is not good, that. Yeah, nah, he's prone.
Oh boy.
And then,
Oh, shit.
he's going to take his spear and make 2 attacks against the prone Joel, and we're going to roll all the damage at once, so...
No! Not my fiance!
Oh yeah, both of them hit. Yeah, he takes 29 points of damage, cool.
If I'm at 85, he's probably up there. It's probably fine.
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
bleeds
I'm at
as
58. So
the gladiator stabs him with the spear a few times. It doesn't seem to move, he's focusing on this one. Lupus.
Okay, this is kind of. I think I'm gonna take a step back, and I still get the bonus with the face suit, right?
You would get advantage if you were... oh, you mean... What are you talking about?
I'm gonna use the crossbow to attack this guy.
Yeah, yeah, you will get sneak attack with a crossbow. If it is a... yeah.
Will I get advantage or not?
Actually, wait. I wanna check something.
if you're assassin and it's your or if you're attacking a guy who hasn't gone yet, then yeah.
Ow.
I want to remind you, this is a martial weapon, not a light weapon.
Ow.
Just to check, so it's with the assassin thing, it hasn't taken a turn yet. The shield guy definitely has because he
Yeah,
knocked
the shield guy has, but
Dan, quote
Daniel.
unquote,
but
Daniel.
like
hasn't taken a turn. So you could theoretically get some
but like
attack on
any
him
of
and
these haven't gone yet, so yeah.
Only
I think the
shield
main
person.
issue is. I think the issue is if I attacked him, this guy's healing will get in the way.
Will it?
I mean, if I start attacking, then there's a chance that the Pelton's healing or whatever that's going on might be in the way.
I mean, sneak attack damage will still cut into him a fair bit, and he's currently on
Yeah.
temporary hit points anyway, so you might as well get
I
rid of
mean,
those.
and we could, make them waste their spell slots, which wouldn't be a bad idea either.
Alright. I'll go again.
Okay, what are you doing? You're making an attack against who? The Asmar?
Yeah,
Okay,
with the face wood.
Okay.
go for it. 17. Yeah, that will hit.
It hits or.
Yeah, hit.
Ooh.
Was it sneak attack?
Yes, it would. Because there is also enemy of the enemy next to you, and you would have advantage.
Okay.
Yeah, but the heavy crossbow is a
right, but
martial
it's-
weapon. He doesn't get sneak attack from it.
Oh,
Right,
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 okay,
right,
so
right,
we're...
Yeah, so just 10 damage.
10 damage, yeah. You see as the bolt sinks into her. She gasps for air as she's holding the bolt with one hand. A lot more fragile than you thought she would be.
Alright. Right, let's see what else I can do.
Back to anything?
I'm wondering if it's a idea if I... Because I can't extra attack with this weapon because... Yeah, I don't have the feet to do that.
Yeah, it's the loading property, yeah.
That crossbow is not really good for you, is it?
Yeah.
Unless if I take the feet with it, it's gonna be a bit OP. That's why I...
Do you have any daggers to throw? Maybe it's a bonus action?
This action, no, I didn't take any. Can I
bonus
just
action
throw a
hide,
bottle of...
you can bonus action hide so you can, make sure you get sneak attack on your next turn.
Alright, I'll bonus action hide over here.
Alright, go for it. In the confusion,
Roll,
I'm trying
roll.
to.
Roll a stealth check, right?
Yeah,
Yeet. Oh my god.
you
Oh.
turn around from kicking, go turning around the corner. No one has seen you.
You're invisible.
Next up is the Crusader. Foul servants of evil.
You hear Lupus in the background. Hey!
You're not very
No,
good.
we aren't.
You're not very good at this sneaking thing, are you? Trust. The Crusader turns towards you.
Oh, no.
By the might of Tyr, be gone! And he's going to make 2 attacks with his longsword towards you.
Because...
Yeah.
Actually.
The first one is an 8 to hit. The second one is a 15 to hit. Sorry.
8 doesn't. 15 does.
Okay. You see as the with the first attack, you just lean back as with the second one, he goes for an upward swing, and you see as the blade makes contact with your body, he speaks a word, ignite, and he's going to smite.
Wait.
Yep.
Here comes that damage.
You take 11 points of slashing damage and 15 points of radiant damage.
There it is.
Yeah.
26 total.
As you're still standing, as the blade slashes on your torso, you see him go, "You're still standing? Blast! Dangerous opponent."
Kor is with me. Kor is always with me.
Do not lie. You would be a worshipper of an evil god, and he stays there.
Hey, the Flash knows who Corey is. That's neat.
Oh yeah, he does. You do see a bit of a recognition.
So okay,
Just
out of
maybe you show off your divine focus when you're casting next time. Maybe
Yeah.
show off that you're
out of
actually casting for it.
character question, why was the reason he was on the bounty board again? Because I wasn't there, so I don't exactly
He
know.
killed everybody in his party.
He was previously with a party. He murdered all of them apart from one guy who was a half-orc who we met up with, and the half-orc named Imish basically wants revenge.
Okay. So Kiki with hands up, she's going to walk forward, so everybody's on the nice 30 feet hearing distance, and she's going to say, "Stop the fighting. We are not with the Triad. They killed many of ours, and they want our heads. We do not work with them. This man is a liar."
Is that your action?
Yeah.
Well,
Make
make
a persuasion check.
persuasion. Come on, giving you.
Okay, it's not
Good.
terrible.
You
It's not
wave
it's
your
not
hands
terrible.
forward, and genuine worry in your voice as you're speaking, and you do see the Asimar as she's holding the bolt on her chest go. She seems a bit conflicted. Same with the mage, actually. He looks. Wait, what? The Crusader. He seems a bit more hard to convince. The Turtle seems confused. It just.
Buddy.
And the.
But
the,
also,
yeah.
also to Grimthod, I'm gonna. Well, Grimthod and Ash and everyone, I'm gonna say, do not attack unless they're going to kill Trust and Joel without, you know.
The fighter does not seem to really pay attention to you. He's stabbing Joel.
No, I mean, like, these guys don't hear me saying that to Grimthod and Ash.
No,
and
I know.
That do not attack unless they fucking kill, you know. Not great.
So I wasted the bolt for nothing.
Grimthor.
You owe me a few silvers.
So I've been told not to attack any of the rest of them. I wasn't planned on anyway. I'm going after Dan.
After Blondie, yeah.
I charge it down, enter into a rage, bonus action rage.
Oh,
and
you are.
as I do,
You are not the kind. Oh, for fuck's sake.
I charge him, I yell, Imish is gonna get his revenge, you bastard!
He does look surprised as you say that.
So, going to Great Weapon Master. Actually, no, hang on. He does pretty good armor. No, fuck it. In for a penny, in for pounding. Rage, and I'm going to Great Weapon, or gonna go Reckless Attack for advantage.
Okay. You're surely going for that.
Oh wow, that is a miss and a half.
Wow.
You smile to yourself as you take the weapon and swing wide. You see the elf is like to your side.
I'm gonna go for a second swing.
Go for it.
At crit.
No.
Yes.
Oh no.
Oh boy. Oh, this is gonna hurt.
You hear? You hear, Lupus? Take that hand off.
No, Lupus, shut up.
I don't think I can specifically target the hand. Even if I'm critting. Let me see now. Just want to quickly check
What
things.
about a
Yeah,
shoulder?
I'm going to use my reaction to Ballad of Might on this as well, since I've just hit with a weapon attack.
Oh yeah.
So I'm going to grant Joel and Trust. You both have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage until my next turn. So that is 36 damage, but wait, there's more! There's 2d12 on top of that.
And as a bonus action, you can also swing again, can't you?
Yes, because I just crit.
Yep.
So that actually goes up to 48 damage?
You watch as
I would almost.
you slam the great axe and a cord of power emanates from it.
As I bring it down onto him, I'm just yelling, "You want the axe? Take it!"
And you watch as blood spatters from his mouth.
Oh no, he disappeared.
You
What
see,
the
I
fuck?
broke his disguise!
You broke his disguise! Oh my god!
you watch as suddenly he has a massive gushing wound over his chest. And blood just drops from his form as he's clutching it with one hand, stumbling backwards. Not a bad shot.
Now,
Grimthod,
here's-
don't kill him.
Here's the thing, I can't actually attack him again because I already used my bonus action into a rage, so I can't do it this turn.
Right.
Unfortunately, Great Weapon Master does not work this turn, but I think I did a fair bit to him for one attack getting through.
Yeah, no kidding. 48 damage and his disguise is just gone.
By
How
the
does
way,
his crew react to
you,
this?
I'll tell you in a moment. You see the guy that move up and go, "Everyone stop!"
Kiki's still hand in the air, by the way.
Yeah, he has like a spear forward, like, "Everybody stop!" What the? This brawl has to stop immediately. There is to be no fighting in the middle of the street here.
What about
Hey,
Cease.
hey, hey.
Anybody want to
Ye-
tell the guard that it's a wanted man?
Hey,
This man is on.
Wait.
There's a bounty on this man's head. He's wanted for murder.
murder of a adventuring party.
What in the? And you see the guardman is going to just point at the individual. Doesn't matter. Every one of you, put your weapons down immediately.
Can he at least arrest him first? Here, Lupus in the background.
No, you see him. He's cautious. He's giving you a turn to just drop your weapons. It's Ash. Sorry.
What you gonna do, buddy?
Jack, you're muted still.
Yep, I'm just gonna freeze. Keep an eye on everything else right now.
Okay. You comply, and the guard shifts his position to Lupus. The rest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my hands
yeah,
are
yeah.
up, but they're reaching for a spear. They're sort of near a spear on my back, just ready to throw it. That'll be my held action.
Okay. The Asimar looks very confused now. What is happening? And they're not gonna do anything for the time. They are very confused. The mage is also. You see him? He's looking at Valis with a bit of confusion, and you do see him thinking, like genuinely, just like. Everyone, I think that we may have been. I think they may have. Okay, I think I know what may be happening here. That is a member of the Triad. It must be.
Who?
He points at Valis.
Alice?
Oh my god. Okay, that works a little bit better for our goals, our end game, but he's a
Yeah.
little wrong.
And you see him go. I'm really hoping I'm right on this. I suggest you surrender, and he extends a hand forward, and he's going to cast suggestion. And as he does, Valis turns around. I would enjoy that, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to respond in kind. And he lifts a hand forward and counterspells.
Ooh,
I'm gonna
okay.
counterspell that.
Yes!
At what level?
Highest.
Of course!
Roll for it.
She's a warlock. She can only
Oh.
cast at the highest level.
Roll for it.
Shit, he's strong. He's
Oh,
strong.
oh. But is it just D20?
It's D20 plus
It's a
your...
d20 plus
it's
your
check.
spellcasting modifier, so that would be a charisma check.
Yeah,
Okay.
charisma. That's right.
DC.
20!
You, as you see Valis lift his hand, you watch as his wooden arm extends forward, eyes and mouths kind of reaching out against them, and I think it would be important to show you like how he looks.
God. Oh my god.
Ooh, it's a gift.
His background's animated.
Oh.
He's
And
kinda.
you turn towards him,
I
and
I think you should
If he
listen
wasn't a
to my
murderer.
friend here.
If he wasn't a murderer, he'd be kind of cute though.
Yeah.
Can I take his
I don't-
sword?
Why does he look so innocent?
Why does he look so handsome?
No, he looks innocent.
Yeah, he looks young.
Yeah.
so what do you say as you counterspell him?
So, you know, I think you should listen to my friend who tried to tell you to once and for all shut up.
Oh!
And as you say that, your eyes lose color as they turn pitch black, and you watch from your hand a sound come out as you see the rest of you see a tendril, kind of like an ethereal tendril, appear and slam straight towards the elven man, who
No.
shatters
That
the spell. And then
That
we
is
have
the classic hatred, man. I fucking love that.
Hmm.
so suggestion. Yeah, let's cast it.
I mean, it could still fail, so.
That has to be a saving throw of wisdom.
Come on, buddy. Fail it.
Fail it, fail it, fail it. I didn't want to waste my spell slot on this, okay.
He succeeds.
Ah, dang it.
Ah, shit.
Oh,
We tried.
Damn.
You see him kind of wave his hand forward, and as the suggestion spell effect takes place, you watch this hypnotical patterns go in front of his face. He goes, blasted. And then it's his turn, as he's on initiative round 3. He says,
Ballot has wasted his reaction though, so.
it is his turn now.
Okay.
So he does have a reaction again, and he says,
We can't see him in the turn list anymore because you deleted the token.
yeah, I know. Don't worry, I'll just fix that really quickly. That's it. That's an easy thing to fix. He says, wow. Well, I hate all of this. Goodbye. Fuck you all. He lifts into his coat, and with a flourish, you watch a puff of smoke appear around him, and he disappears as you see 3 individual ravens burst out from his form and begin to fly away.
I shouldn't have counter spell.
Yeah.
The other mage
like
doesn't have a
to-
counter spell anymore.
Each of these ravens, good sir.
Yeah, just a moment. I really need to check something.
Does the other mage have a counter spell, please? Because it was their turn.
Yeah, you do watch him. He extends a hand outwards and he speaks the arcane word of, the arcane casting of counterspell, and you watch no magic leave his hand.
An item.
What?
It's a fucking magic item rather than a spell. He's not casting a spell. He's activating an item. Crafty bastard. Nice.
Damn.
Oh, they have a lot of speed. So 1. Oh yeah, let's go with 3 little ravens. Let's pop them in.
Let's pop down 3 rivers.
Ha!
No, we need them to be proper ravens.
We
Oh,
cannot
no,
pop
there's only
down
3
3 rivers. There's only 1 river.
Exactly.
That is
One
true.
that's not actually a raven.
I mean, if Kiki learns Flock of Familiars, then there can be multiple rivers.
There we go.
Sadly, I don't think that's how it works.
As all the 3 ravens appear out from his coat, they all fly. One of them flies to the top of the building. The other one flies to the other direction.
So, you know what I hate about this? I already used my reaction on Ballad of Might, so I have an attack of opportunity. These fucking birds.
Same.
Yeah, about that.
Same.
You do notice that these birds literally fly by Grimthod's direction as they fly upwards.
So those 2 fly by Grimthod, the other one flew to the roof of the building.
Yeah. And they
Roll
fly.
attack of opportunity?
The Asimov does, actually.
Joe would as well, because of proximity, wouldn't he?
The fighter. Fighter does. I'm gonna really quickly just make a check to see if he even realizes.
Joel's
He's gonna get attack of opportunity from Joel.
No, the fighter does not really react. He's still in the middle of just stabbing Joel, and Joel is gonna try to reach up to try to stab one of the birds at disadvantage.
Because he's prone. But hey, he might hit. He might hit.
No.
Joel, buddy.
As
buddy.
he is reaching with the sword, you see the fighter kind of stab it with the spear, like
Wow!
What is wrong with you? What?
Leave the room!
Yeah, the bird flies 50 feet, so that is 30 up, so 5, 10, 15, 5. Up to this direction. The other 50 feet up on the other direction, and one of them kind of splits off to the other side too, as they fly over to the other buildings. Trust, it's your turn technically.
You know who has the sharpshooter feat, so I ignore cover and,
If they're still in your line of sight, you can see 2 birds right now. The other one's on the top of the building.
Action, but it's not the right one.
on the top of it. I can't see him,
One of the other ravens from where you are, no.
but I can see the other 2.
Yes, and you have a goblin who tells you to stand down as he's just sitting there with a spear.
Everybody else is taking actions whilst this guy's told us to stand down.
What do you want to do?
Trust. Looks at the guard. and she says, "What you're asking me to do is not justice, and it's not what I can stand for." And she goes to shoot the ravens with her
Okay, there's 2 ravens in your line of sight that you can see. Go for it.
She's gonna 2 on this one, 1 on this one. And yeah.
Alright, fire away.
20,
Mm-hmm. That hits.
10.
20 definitely hits. You watch as one of the ravens just bursts into a cloud of feathers, just leaving no body behind. The
Cool.
other, it does a 10 hit. A 10 does not
because
hit.
I have Dread Ambusher, so since my first attack hit, I have a bonus action that can do another attack. So
These
Nice,
ravens
go for it.
are Valis. They were here.
do-
They have had a turn in initiative, is what I'm saying.
yeah,
One no shot.
15.
Another raven bursts into a cloud of feathers. And from the
One on the roof.
yeah, and on the top of the building, you hear a fuck.
Can I see him now?
No, he's on the
No,
roof.
he's on the top
On
of the
the roof.
building.
I look at okay before I end my turn.
Tell
I look at
everyone to
Kiki.
climb the roof.
I look at Kiki and I go, "Is River still around?"
He is.
Go, what you gonna do, buddy?
He's gonna stand up and he's gonna look at the fighter in front of him, and the first thing he says is, "If you fucking hate me, I'm going to kill you."
He was after him, so oh no.
He looks up at the at the thing. He's looking up at the thing. He goes, "Blast! I can't see him." And as he's leaving, you do see the fighter like going with his spear.
Stop
Can
it!
I lock eyes with the fighter and just go?
Stop it! Bad.
He stops. Okay.
There he is. Good boy.
Good boy.
Joel just looks up and goes, "Cannot see him."
Leave it to me. That's just
Climb
gonna
the
call
roof.
out.
All right.
What that Ash do?
The fighter looks up and goes, "Okay." He just puts the weapons down. Lupus.
Should I climb the roof or can I make distance till I can see him?
Climbing the roof is not really easy. It would take you more than a turn to really make it up there.
Ah,
Yeah, it's actually a two-story
say,
building.
which range do I have to be able to see him?
About 15 feet from where you are. You would need to be in the middle
Yeah.
of the street. If he was like on the roof.
And how much feet is that from where I am?
Oh, that would like over here. You just need to be like have any visibility on the roof from the bottom. Again, not easy, but
Might as well move back and try and take a pot shot.
Alright.
you do see him. He's on the right side of the building where the roof kind of like breaks. He's prone.
Which means you'll have disadvantage. Eek.
But I can do something with that.
You could also call the shot, like, he's over here kind of thing.
You see, hey Ashval, he's over here.
Sort of look in that direction.
Can I,
Disadvantage.
you know, can I reload my crossbow and ready in action?
Yep.
If he gets up on his feet, I attack.
Okay.
If he stands, I shoot.
The Crusader goes, What in the nine hells is happening?"
You hear Lupus in the background. Read the room.
Okay.
Your friend wasn't your friend. He's a bullshit.
Grave injustice. What terrible, filthy manipulation is this? Blast. He looks towards the tiefling and goes, "I apologize." And he reaches with his hand forward. Please let me make amends, if it is possible.
Trust will. She won't stop him, but she will flinch as soon as, like, if he touches her,
He
she will flinch at his
Yeah, he casts Cure Wounds, which is a tat spell.
Yeah.
He goes like, by the power of Tyr, forgiveness.
Oh.
And yeah, he's gonna cast Cure Wounds at level 1.
He would be able to tell that it's not because she's afraid of him that she flinched, but it's the act of contact that causes her to flinch.
Assuming that he's not, dense. Which, evidence.
Oh yeah.
You gain 5 hit points.
Nice.
Hey, but why don't you be a deer and fly to the roof? Approximately telling where he is without knowing where the man is. And why don't you give him a little shock? Why don't you give him a little shocking surprise?
And the river flies 30 feet up, 35 feet. No, he's on the roof. 40, 45, 50.
Anything goes. Yeah.
Why is well, now I see him.
Could dash
What?
to him.
Yeah, I'm gonna just, if you can't cast a spell on him, just try to get closer to him.
River dashes straight right on top of actually the elven man.
I have a feeling that River will just die, but you know.
Oh my god!
Oh!
River lands on Velas and crushes him with his mighty claws.
I assume
Oh,
my true
why?
form. Sorry.
Wide bird.
Okay, don't go so close that you will fucking die immediately, but I don't see what he's doing.
Yeah, River just flies up and just to like slam himself against the elf and goes, "What the? Get off!"
Fucking bird!
I love River so much.
Grim Thought.
He's gonna fucking die.
You want bonus action or anything geeky, no?
I don't have any bonus actions.
Okay. So I've heard Lupus yell that he's got eyes on him over there, so I'm going to start moving over there. Let me see now. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Closest I can get is here. I can't get eyes on him from here, can I?
5, 10, 15.
Technically,
Yes, you can see him.
like,
You can see him barely. We're talking like he's just his head.
Awesome. So let me see now. Do I wanna? Okay. How mad would you be if River died here?
Not that mad.
Okay, because I have an idea. This is kind of nuts.
Wait, you're
No,
gonna taunt him?
Hang on, this would just straight out kill him, though. We're not supposed to kill him.
I mean, would
Okay.
Grimthought care?
Yes, he actually would. He super would, because he wants to try and bring this guy back alive for his friend. So yeah, no, I was thinking fireball, but no.
Oh god!
Oh!
Wait,
Yeah,
I
probably
got
not
a
with the
better
guard right
idea.
there.
I got a better idea, Grim Dot. Do you have any spells that can, break the roof?
No, no breaking the roof. We don't need more people after us.
No, I'm well out of range for blindness, deafness. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna give up on spells and just gonna go for a pair of javelins getting thrown up at him.
Okay.
Now quickly check the range on javelins just to see.
Non-lethal javelins, very good thought.
I unfortunately can't non-lethal them.
No, I'm saying, like I've been saying, Ash is saying he has the plan.
Tidal
And
wave.
I assume at this point you see him beginning to cast spell.
Yeah, it's
And
getting
what's the-
close.
So you can continue after seeing that, or
Grimthal, what are you going to do?
I'm trying to remember what's the range on a javelin.
Hold up, I'll tell you.
I think it's the same as the spear.
Yeah, the javelin has a range of. No, that's proficiencies. Thank you, Roll20.
Well, it's double.
Yeah, it is 30 feet with normal, 120 feet with disadvantage.
Okay, so it would be disadvantage attack, but I can reckless to make it. Nope, can't reckless to make it normal because it's not a melee weapon. So I'd just be rolling disadvantage. Yeah, I'm gonna go for 2 disadvantage javelins up towards him.
Okay, go for it.
Still in rage, so go for these. Hadoot.
Oh God! What the fuck?
19 and
9?
20.
I did drop a 20, so
Yes, that hits. Holy fuck!
he takes 13 damage.
Ow!
Second
He's not
attack.
dead, right?
No, he's not dead.
No, he's not dead.
By
That
the way,
hits.
if it matters, the plus
wait.
1 javelin.
Jesus Christ.
These are magical
Wait, wait.
javelins. Huh.
One question. Isn't the only thing he can see his head?
Yeah. So
He's
Well, javelins
like,
arc, so
Yeah.
you aim for the
Yeah, I
head and they
mean,
probably go
you
hit him.
arc the
Imagine they're-
javelin. Kiki,
They're pinning him into the fucking roof.
yeah, you hear from your bird. Ooh.
Oh, that's mean. Oh no, no.
Yeah, you go.
I don't feel good about that.
I have seen worlds implode from celestial stars, but this is
This
painful.
is gnarly.
As a pair of
if he tries to run for it, you can try to peck his
a javelin slams into the back of the elf, and another one slams into his left leg, both into the flesh.
Oh.
Oh my god. And that's me. That's all I got. Oh, hang on. Actually,
Grimlock,
before I
please,
end my
Grimlock,
turn,
stop.
Hang
Grimlock, we
on.
need him alive.
Oh,
I
are you
have a
gonna
bonus
cast?
action. Let me just.
No.
I'm well out of range for vicious mockery. Never mind. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was thinking.
I mean,
like,
Because you
have-
would probably kill
I
him.
have spare the dying, but I don't want to use it
The
on
god-
someone I hate.
the guard turns towards Grim and goes, "What are you? Hey, you're not supposed to be on the roof. That's illegal."
Yeah, there's no truth in that end.
We're gonna have to talk
You hear
about.
Lupus?
It is also illegal to throw
Hey.
javelins upon the roofs of other buildings. We're gonna have to talk about that, sir. You over there, get down here. What am I fucking doing? He reaches down to his side and he packs his equipment and he fetches a small horn and goes.
Oh, fuck.
I like the idea that he's like, get down from there.
Ashful.
I'm right now, mister. My leg's pinned to the fucking roof, you asshole.
All right, I want to cast Conjure Animals.
Oh, okay.
What animals?
Some giant eagles.
Oh my god.
God.
You see, I'm gonna say, you see within the range that you summon them, a bright light appear as these Lord of the Rings eagles sort of swooping in.
The eagles! The eagles are coming!
Oh no.
Yeah. Okay, so eagles can make
Eagles
2
have
attacks.
non-lethal-
Yes,
No, they have non-lethal
Yeah.
talons, correct?
they do.
Deadly attack.
The
They're
question
talons
is,
and beaks.
are you going for the lethal attacks here?
Yeah, so I give them a simple command to fetch.
Fetch!
Okay,
Fetch!
make your attacks.
Yeah. So one of them's gonna try and seeing like him in pain, just like peck him on the head and try and knock him out. Beak,
That's not
Yeah.
lethal tech.
So,
I love
yeah.
it.
non-lethal damage. They do not have advantage.
I mean, he's down, so they do have an advantage.
Oh yeah, they do.
That will
We
hit.
got a 24. Let's not.
Damn it.
Non-lethal.
Is he unconscious?
Damage.
Still standing.
Okay.
Because
Wow.
you notice as the bird begins to talon, you hear the river go, "Oh shit!" As this is the first time you've heard your bird swear, by the way. As everyone sees what appears to be a ghost appear above the space right next to the eagles, and
Guys,
you see as the ghost appears,
What?
it breaks
What?
apart and dispels into the ether, and you hear a voice cry out, "No!" from the top of the roof.
What? What? The? Huh? What?
Yeah, go on.
Excuse me. What?
Okay,
Did
so
I
he's
see that?
still up.
He's still standing technically, as you see the well, you wouldn't see, but the eagle made the scratch, and where would be fatal, the spear kind of flew out from his blade.
Okay. Well, let's try the original plan. It was just well, one of them's gonna try and grapple.
Pick him up. Pick him up.
Pick him up, bring him down.
Oh yeah.
You sure?
So that'd be, yeah, that is the plan. So
Go-
we'll use one of
no,
the talent
go grab the-
attacks.
Go grab the bad guy, Eagles. No, bring it back here. No,
Remind
drop it.
myself. Never.
Here. No, don't go down the field. No.
Okay.
No, don't
make
go ahead.
me
No,
an
no.
athletics check, strength check for eagles as they
Yeah.
go.
You're
Yeah.
pretty strong.
I could do strength or dex, but I'm gonna just go with strength. 'Cause
For,
then he has to use strength.
for the grappler, it is strength.
I believe you can use strength or dex.
For
but if you,
evading,
if you,
No,
if you
it's-
use dex.
For
No, it's if you
evading.
try to break away, it's strength or dex check.
Yeah, for evading.
Oh
or
yeah,
grapple.
they choose. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Ah,
You see the eagle tries, but
I mean,
the elf
I mean,
rolls
they
on the
should've-
floor. It did have disadvantage. Rolled a 25 and a 20.
wow.
Good
But
job.
wouldn't the Eagles have advantage? Since
Oh,
he's
true. You do have
strong?
advantage on it.
He's strong.
Yeah.
I'll give you
Check,
advantage. Yeah. Nah.
Aw.
Eh.
Still not enough to beat the.
Oh.
the
Fortunately, there's two of them.
Oh yeah, right.
You know what,
So grappling is
personally-
one attack action, so you can make more grappling attempts.
Yeah. So that was basically one with a beak and a talon. So that's
Yeah.
that one multi attack. The
Yeah,
second
No,
is,
he's still on the ground.
plonk. 17.
Well, he has to make
The
another-
eagle grabs him as he rolls a natural one. He's acrobatic.
Hey!
There he is.
Okay, that's one on the right. How much can it move? So move.
I've never hated birds
here.
more in my life.
Snap the corner, so it can move
Move
from
over.
there
Who turned
to
into birds.
Fuck you.
40, so it can move 20 away. It's gonna try and it'll drag him to about here.
Ah, blasted eagle. Is that the eagle thing? Yeah, it would be. The Asima is gonna come to see what is happening. And the mage, actually,
Fly.
The mage called me fucking mama.
I mean,
and
some
have-
Asimurs can't fly, some can.
We're gonna have to talk
Not all
about
of them
that
have wings.
after. Just
Tag
saying.
not all customers.
you hear the Asima go, Daniel, please stop. She reaches out and attempts to cast Hold Person. And you
Oh.
watch as she does, from her radiant skin, scales kind of like flare up, like as they were not visible, but they kind of embiggen themselves as she's going to heighten that spell.
Ooh.
Yeah.
She's a
Sorcerer?
dragon. She's a dragon blood sorcerer. Interesting.
Yeah, same.
Y'all have.
He succeeds with disadvantage.
Wow.
Wow.
Uh,
This guy does not want to die.
Daniel, please, just give up. And the mage. I'm sorry, darling, but no. She says, love, I'm pretty sure that is not valid. I have a theory about it. He looks up at him and he says, right now you should just stay still. Blast. He readies his hand and you watch. I'm not close enough. He teleports straight into the top of the building.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I could have done that too, huh? I just realized.
And from the top, while grappled, the elf goes, you have costed me way too much.
Don't kill him. We need him alive.
Gorak, get me out of here! And there is a sound that none of you understand. It is a combination of screeches and gargling sounds. as the arm of wood produces a mouth and that begins to speak, and beneath him, the wood of the inn kind of like shifts to resemble a maw as he's going to cast Dimension Door.
No.
Okay, wizard going to counterspell that shit.
Yeah, that's the point. So here's the thing: he's upcasting it.
Figured, because warlock.
The wizard is gonna have to make the attempt. I'm gonna roll this in the open.
Or no?
Kiki
I could
is.
counterspell it. That's
One thing.
Mhm.
Jen,
Oh yeah, technically
he's in the open.
He is in the open.
Can I?
Oh my, you can certainly try.
Oh, yeah.
I want to.
That is your held action.
If
You
I-
could just go.
Go for it. Do a shot.
I can bring him back.
You can fire it
back.
if you want.
Take shot.
Oh, Jesus.
As long
Christ.
as he doesn't permanently die, I have spared the
Oh,
die.
what a question to make. Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Wow.
You. Oh, this is gonna
He's
be
not
super
like
fun.
dead though, because that's not.
No.
Should...
You watch as the elf is going to use a reaction to cast shield,
Oh boy. Okay. Good.
but he can't
Yeah,
counterspell the counterspell.
Yeah. Which means he has to just succeed on this
Wait,
dimension.
who's counterspelling who?
The mage is on top of the town, on top of the house of the tavern. It is counterspelling the dimension door. But you see, the elf would be hit by the arrow, so he's shielding instead of counterspelling that. So now the mage does have to roll instead of not having a choice at all whether they would be rolling or not. Unfortunately, he does only have +3 on his stat because they are not high-level characters.
Yeah, no, I got
Goddamn.
that from how much damage they took.
Oh, that is enough!
15? Oh my god!
With a breaking of magic, the doorway crumbles and breaks as the elf goes, wow.
I'm just like curious. He's in the hands of eagles. How would he get through the door?
Yeah, I'm also thinking the
like
same
that's
thing.
that's
like,
also what I'm kind of trying
like
to.
you have to
figure
go
out. Like, he could
through
cast
the
it.
door, right?
You can make the door appear right on you.
So he
So-
could have
Yeah,
it,
but you
like,
still have to. But you still have to go through it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Not
like,
if-
he's
not
still
if it's
held by
under you.
eagles, so would the-
You
Yeah,
teleport,
but he's been
you
holding by
teleport
eagles,
yourself
so-
from your current location to any other spot. Mechanically, the spell is how it works. Thematically, he gets swallowed by
I
the.
mean, I can post it just for
Yeah, I
the
know.
sake of
I know how the spell works. Thematically.
No, this is for me because I don't know how
Okay.
the fucking spell works.
So yeah, the elf is still grappled. Trust.
have anything that can drop him non-lethally.
Just drop him.
Actually, can't you bonus action spare the dying? So couldn't you drop and then immediately bonus action spare the dying?
I think so.
Yeah, you can hit someone and then immediately bonus action on them if they're in the 30-foot range.
I don't. 1 second. Where's my ruler?
I don't. No.
Yeah, you're gonna need to
No,
back
but
up.
he's
to
also
see.
like up
up.
like 25
You would
feet or
move.
something.
Yeah, like if you were to
No.
move back, you'd be able to, but then you'd be outside the range of the spare the dying.
So I mean,
So-
maybe just wait for Ash's turn so the eagles move closer and then do that. That's
So that might help.
I can go
Yeah.
here. Would that be able to see him?
I
mean,
mean, once the eagles are like, you know, flying.
Let me have this.
Yeah,
We're
I'm,
just
I'm
letting the
going.
fucker
I'm
get
going
away,
to
man.
Yeah.
hold my action. My action is going to be spare the dying.
Ah,
And I'm gonna
okay.
hold that. In case.
Are you going to tell us that?
Yes. So trust goes like, if he falls, I can bring him back. Don't be afraid. and she moves there because that's all she can move, and she's going to hold Spare the Dying for once he gets within range and if he drops while he's within range. I'm pretty sure it's legal to do that, right? Like
if you're
yeah.
holding the
People-
spell,
yeah.
you can hold the spell. You're concentrating on it. You wouldn't be able to use your action for anything else right now. But if he
That's
becomes
fine.
unconscious, you would be just.
Yeah. That I'm okay with that. I'm gonna hold my
Joel is gonna run over here, and he's gonna look at Ashfall and go, "Do you want me to just throw a dagger at it?"
It's like, just let them have their fun.
He puts the dagger
No
down.
murder.
The fighter just looks up and goes, "Oh shit, that's a giant bird." Lupus. This is the situation where a bunch of NPCs don't have like range attacks, so they're just like, huh.
No.
This guard is just standing there like,
I have
The
a
fuck
spear!
it is today.
okay.
Speaking of which, I'm gonna really quickly just. Cool.
Oh, I love secret rolls. These are
You're
good.
fine.
Oh, you're gonna hold an action, or you're gonna take a shot. Action. Okay, so holding an action until technically he is in your range. You can't actually see him, so you could just shoot.
Oh, I can just shoot.
Yes.
Ash wildly protests to this.
You could
Yeah,
you
Ash
could
has a
instead
plan.
hold that action. Yeah, you could instead hold that action that if he breaks free from the bird, then you take the
Yeah.
shot.
Alright, I'll wait till then.
Okay. The Crusader goes. Hey! Get down here! You must explain yourself!
What you
Ri-
gonna do?
River, follow him, and if he escapes, shock him.
River is right next
like
to him.
1 health.
That's your
Probably.
command.
There's like.
I just want to imagine like these two giant eagles at the river, just like, yes, I am with my kind.
No, the eagles are looking at River with a bit of like fear, actually.
Like the river is probably like swaying a bit from all the like air from their wings, but he's like, no.
The two eagles are like, that's not a fucking bird, man. I don't know what that is.
Why is the river still so wide?
I can fix
He's
that.
a
later.
big boy.
Wide river.
Leave him. Oh
Ah!
my god. I do not like this alternative. Bring back the big boy.
Ah.
Ah, that
I
can be done.
will.
Ah!
No.
Perfect.
I love the low resolution screenshot that I put in.
I will end my rage as a bonus action. I will turn to Ash. Will go like, "Hey, could you ask your bird friend? Will your bird friend should bring down the javelins? Those are good ones."
uh,
Sort of side eye him and like, yeah, sure.
the god
And I
goes.
am going,
Oh,
I'm going to hold an action.
okay.
I'm going to hold an action to blindness deafness on Valis if he breaks free from the bird.
Okay, you do what's also the god goes. Okay, that's a massive eagle. Okay, everybody, you're gonna have to stay right here. When my reinforcements arrive,
Can you make them arrive faster?
they should be here in a few seconds.
Ah, alright. Because we're gonna need a lot of
We'll
people for
probably have
that
it
guy.
handled by them, darling.
Then Ashfall, do you want to do anything for your turn as the birds are?
He
what-
goes for cover.
Yeah, I want to take out my spear, flip it round, and wind up like a baseball bat.
Okay. Alright, as one of the birds kind of like brings you the elf.
Yeah, sort of dumps it down. Fingers crossed.
Wait,
That this is as bad as
I'm assuming by dumping down you just gently put, not just shove from height.
No, we'll
Shove,
fall,
shove.
but like at a height where it's not 10 feet.
Okay.
So no fall damage.
Okay, okay.
height. Just
You
sort
want-
of like thrown slightly towards me.
Okay, as the elf falls, make your attack.
Smash his face. Smash his face. Smash
Advantage
his
for
You have
flanking.
advantage too
Yep,
because he's
from
prone.
flanking and prone, but yes.
And everything else.
Smash him.
And everything nice.
Oh my god.
Aw,
Can
You-
Weaver do his thing?
come on.
The river is all the way back. Like,
No, he's not. I told him to follow him.
yeah, but he
And
can't
if he-
move after the birds.
What do you mean?
Unless he would predict where they would go. He can't reaction move
Oh.
and attack. So, Ashfall,
I remember
you
he was like something.
whack against the jaw of the elf, and as he drops, you see a single tooth fly off. Ah, you bastard!
Everyone stand down. The eagles are like sort of flapping menacingly.
The Asima also like look at him and goes,
Slap him, bit. Do it. You know you want to. Get your revenge. Right there. Just
I'm
slap
not,
him.
I'm
Just
not,
slap him.
I'm not angry at him. I don't know what is really happening. Daniel, can you just stand down? Please?
I
don't
you
want to
hear
hurt you.
Lupus in the back. You hear Lupus in the background. He killed his last party. Only one survived, and that survivor sent us to go and hunt him down and bring him to justice.
You see her like
He's
lift her
not
hands,
lying.
and she's going to cast Hold Person. and
And he can't know where the end spell slots.
and you see as Valis kind of locks in place the elf, seemingly stuck.
I don't know how much I trust it because he said seemingly. So
He's bacon! He could be bacon!
The mage looks down from the from the top of the building and goes, "Okay, I would like not to have to use magic to get down from here.
Fucker can't do if you want a job.
Okay, thank you, friend. I think I will just."
Hang on, I
Somebody's
got
tying
rope
him
too. I got
I
rope
got
if you
rope.
want that
Yep.
instead.
No,
we're tying him up.
It's fine. It's fine. I'll just. And he missteps down.
Oh, okay, go ahead. Go.
Yeah, it's all right, my friend. I will deal with that later. You stay right there. Oh, he's actually.
Right, one thing. Can I go to Esmond and say, sorry for shooting you down, you look like the big strats.
Oh, it's okay. She has like a hand over her bolt wound.
Trust looks at herself, who got, actually stabbed and lost a lot of health from, Paladin. And she's got like this piddly little piss wound, and Trust is like, yep. She's gonna tie him up. Tie him up.
I hand just my rope in order for her to fall.
And I'm gonna tie his legs. And tie his mouth.
As
Well, while they're like doing that, Kiki like turns towards this guy right here.
by this point you realize the turtle starts moving towards you. He hasn't done anything this entire comic. He just looks.
It's fine, it's fine. But I just turn towards them and go like, what do you know about the Triad?
The turtle is actually the one to speak to you about this. We were.
Kiki, do you think you can just speak to him in his mind?
Yes, I can.
In,
You can respond to me in your mind, by the way.
Does he think faster than he speaks, though?
I don't know, or does he
Yeah,
think
you hear him
slower?
go. We faced the Triad about a few weeks back. It was a very grueling task. We lost actually one of our friends to them, and we have been trying to avoid finding them again. Yeah, this is a bit reminiscent, isn't it?
Oh.
Is Kiki doing that just back and forth between her and the turtle or no?
At this
Yes.
point, yeah, if she's speaking to someone
Right.
like face to
Okay.
face, like she wouldn't like
They also were after us because of her. He points to the Asimar. She has special powers, apparently, and they wanted to learn more about her. We have been keeping her safe.
I like
The
blinking.
Triad are after sorcerers. This is new information.
I really enjoy the parallels of our two groups, where they're like, we don't want to
Yeah.
deal with the Triad. They killed our friend, and they killed our friend. We're going to burn them to the ground.
Come on.
Wait. Can I ask more something?
Mhm.
Can I see those skills of yours?
Oh my god, Lupus.
No, no, not that way.
Lewd.
The Asimo says, I wouldn't want that, if that's okay with you.
Right.
Oh
Yes.
wow, the chat now just now sees what Valis looks like.
Ah,
Wow,
but
it's so behind.
I'm
It's so
gonna whack.
behind.
I'm just gonna whack Lupus upside the head. Like, that is not how you speak to a lady.
So, how you guys
Sorry, I've been trapped in a desert for more than a few years.
how you guys know the Dryad?
The Crusader turns towards you. We didn't exactly find them by option. We were chasing after an illegal cartel of crystal-dealing individuals. We stumbled into their into a meeting of operations. Terrible encounter. Horrible encounter, in fact. We lost one of our own in there.
Yeah, we lost two of our friends to him as well.
Yep.
Yeah,
My condolences.
yeah, they were fucking up a tree, and then we fucked up them. And then since then, we just kept running into them and fucking them up.
Yeah.
We
Burning
fought a
their
big,
bases left and right.
yeah, fought a big dragon that they had. We fought a bird guy who had this big evil crystal thing. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, they had some empires. We fucked them up. Oh yeah, we fought the big fire giant guy.
Yeah, the Crusader presents to you a gauntleted hand that goes, Lucan. Your name?
Grimbod.
Grimthod. I apologize for the demeanor that we may have had earlier. We assumed you were members of the Triad.
That's alright. We thought this guy was a part of the Triad too, and then it turns out he was lying to the Triad and pretended to be one of them. I thumb over towards Joel.
Joel just does not respond. Just looks at the elf on the ground that is tied up.
Oh yeah, mind if I kick the guy?
I think my rope work is getting better.
Looks at her.
Yeah, go for it,
You see Lupus kick the guy? Hey,
Oh!
then, you know.
I guess you do your. Does he do his unarmed attack strike damage, which would be his strength?
No, just one of those that it's non-lethal. Just
Okay.
Alright, we should be having reinforcements soon. Where's everyone? The god kind of looks around, confused.
Oh,
Trust-
hang on, yeah, I'll
Trust
explain
was
this to you. I pull out the bounty poster from Malice. I go like, "See this?" Show it to the guard.
He looks at the poster and says, "One moment, sir." He reaches from his side, pulls out a small pair of glasses, just puts them on his eyes.
I love him
Ah,
already, but oh my god, this guard.
Ah, I see.
he's
Yeah,
trying. Okay.
That's him. I point down towards Malice. That's him. See, that guy.
Ah,
He's a bit bruised and maybe a bit swollen in the face, but it's okay.
well,
Straight up.
something-
I know his hat, and I go down and I take Malice's hat.
you take his
Take the
hat.
hat, you win.
Yeah, you see the little green hat you take, and the elf does not look up at you. He looks just pissed and shaking.
You know what? I'm gonna blindfold him too with some rope. We're just gonna. You don't get to see no more, pal.
And kick him again.
You do also see the
Yeah.
mouth on his arm keep speaking in this grotesque language, just going, "Scar, come
Claim.
Do I know? Do I know what he's saying?
do you speak by
I wouldn't
chance?
speak.
I'm gonna ask you what, if you speak deep speech or abyssal.
Yes, I do speak deep speech.
Oh,
You hear him say, you hear the creature decide to go, "I told you you would be caught eventually, you fucking idiot. That's what you get for staying in the same city for 2 weeks."
Well, I haven't seen your kind in here for a while. What are you?
So everyone sees you go, "Scar."
Nope. I can't do that.
Ah, yeah, right.
Yeah.
You speak in your mind. So you just look at it,
Mind.
and then you see the Mokana turn towards Kiki and begins to speak. You hear it go, another one. I wonder which one is cursed to have you. And then you see the bird, River, kind of like turn, like land on Kiki's shoulder, and this is the first time you've also seen him do this. He speaks. It's the same thing.
Oh,
Yeah,
great.
This is horrifying.
Yeah, it is. You see that you're like, as the bird goes. Eh.
what's abyssal for heh? What are you talking to his arm at the moment?
I think she is.
Yes.
Kind of looks at that. Do you mind if I shove dish in its mouth?
Sir, about
No,
that
go
might
ahead.
be actually
Nice
evidence.
hat.
We're gonna need to Any fines you may find on this person, they're yours. We might require to keep hold on to them for the time being.
I'll put it back with him, and I will shove the hat into the mouth of the arm.
You watch as the mouth goes.
So just like at a quick glance, do I see like, do I see any sort of look on him?
Make a perception check or an arcana check. Actually, arcana would be better. Yeah, make an arcana check.
So how does turning in bounties work? Like, do we turn them into the guard, or should we turn them into the person who made the bounty?
The bounty for payment, you turn them into the person who pays you, but you put the person into the guard usually, unless it was a bounty for murder, in which case you just kill the person and be done with it. You notice he doesn't have a book on him.
So what I'm going to do
hold up
too,
one
is
moment.
I'm going to take out a dagger.
Yeah, sorry, just 1 second, because I'm going to say that you're doing something else about this fucker. You notice, through your knowledge...
So I have proof we got him.
I know.
You got cut off.
You notice that not only is his weapon also magical, you can tell from the runes on it, but you can also tell that his coat and the amulet he has around his neck is as well.
Oh.
He's covered in magic sweat.
Closer, and no, we're not gonna loot him because one, we have to first give everything he owns to the authorities, and then we can keep
Yeah.
them. But I'm just gonna like look at them and turn to see if there's any like writing or anything that could give me a hint on what they are.
Of course. No, you don't find anything actually.
Okay. So,
What do the runes say?
In the languages you can read them in, they are enchanting runes of revenge.
Okay.
Ooh.
Somebody is a bit angry here, isn't it?
At this point, you can also see in the distance a trio of guardsmen approaching. Magistrates.
As they're approaching, I will turn to the panel and go, oh yeah, so we're the Glory Scouts, that's our dude. If you need somewhere to not hang out, we're staying at a bar in the town if you want to hang out.
I'm gonna put my hat a bit deeper in my head to cover my hair.
You see the fighter go, nah. And the turtles will be next to him, takes his staff and slowly bonks him on the head. The Crusader goes,
I love him.
perhaps we might, but for now we need to... We'll probably leave the city. We have been found again.
Trust just like turns for a second. Goes, wait. How do you know Corey?
At this point, you hear as he goes to respond here, the guardsman goes to talk with the magistrate, and he says, she's a goddess, isn't she?
Yes, but so far so few people have actually known her name.
My father actually used to talk about her. I recall him referring to this deity. More after my mother perished. What do you ask?
I find myself blessed with the ability to call upon her aid, somewhat by accident, and I feel terrible that I know so little about the goddess who I'm devoting myself to.
I personally don't know much about her. I have not found any records of her, really, on any of the temples back in the main capital, but my father did. Never really asked him about it, not by calling. I do owe you, however, a good thing. This filth over here, servant, shape stealer of the Triad, reveal the true form, doppelganger!
I
Just,
think
like,
this is his
trust
true
just, like-
form, and I don't think he's working with the Triad. Or I'm not sure if he's working with the Triad.
I refuse to believe that I was duped.
Understandable, darling.
Regardless, if you wish, I have, however, to thank you for this. Otherwise, wouldn't have found the traitor was in our midst.
If we didn't find out, this kind of would bring a bloodbath with the crater, but
Probably.
yeah.
My father did know of this deity. Perhaps you could ask him. He lives in the outskirts of. He has a small house that he now has been living for the past few centuries. It's
Wait, centuries?
well, yes.
Meaning under the door?
I'm
Under
high.
that armor, you're a...
Yes, I'm high.
Ah,
What is your
Hello.
family name?
my family name is Viarini.
Does it ring a bell?
Make a history check.
Does it ring a bell?
Make a history check.
9.
Can I make a history check?
20.
Sure, with disadvantage.
Oh,
Desert.
Is it the outskirts of Magiana?
Yes, it's in the outskirts of the inner capital kingdom. And it's not a major house, actually. It's a small family of... well, it's a small family of, actually, grave tenders.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, interesting.
Well, that would make sense why, you know, his dad would worship
I'll
Thor.
type your name.
Thank you.
God, I wouldn't. I'm looking at that. My brain is just like, that's not how that's supposed to be said.
Really?
Really?
oh yeah. Because one thing that I'm gonna tell the party that we're talking to now, if you guys need any help and need to contact us again, you see him grab lots of paperwork,
Oh,
Oh,
grab
yeah.
a few badges.
yeah. As
Here.
you shove them at the crusade, he goes, excellent. Thank you kindly, my good man. I will be very happy to give him a very thorough read. He moves over towards
To hand you my smart friend.
I will be happy to have a read of them later. And he hands them in front, right straight to the maids, like looking towards him, and he just looks up at him, going,
I can, if you, I can cast sending if you know, and then I think one of your friends could probably also cast sending.
yeah, you see
Oh,
the,
yeah, I know.
yeah, the mage goes, oh yes, I also know it. Nicola.
Yeah.
We
Yeah, I know all of you guys now, so I can yell into your head if I need to.
Please do not. That would be very
we're working
disturbing.
on Grimthod. Is it?
Yes. I
Good thought.
would be very.
I
Would be
can
very.
cast spells.
Yes, yes. As you're talking with him, he goes, I would be very interested to continue this conversation on your magical capabilities. I see you all have quite a lot of expertise. However, we're going to have to tend to Jeanne for the time being. She has been. Well, Elena has been hurt.
Once again, looks at her like bleeding gash wound from these stabs that's still, you know, open, and her outfit is ruined. She goes, "Ah, yes, I totally understand. Sounds good. We will talk later."
I'm going to do 1 cure wounds on Trust and 1 cure wounds on the Asmar.
I'm
Okay.
going to mend.
So that's for Trust. You get
I'm just
7.
like,
Thank you, Grimthod.
Trust, I know you. These are a bit more fancier codes, so let me just.
And the
But
Asmar
actually-
gets 5.
Oh,
Good, I got it.
And as I'm healer, I go like, hey, you got. I know he was a bit of a bullshit, but you got some good friends here looking out for you, alright?
I know.
Aw.
It'll be alright.
Aw. I love
Good luck.
her.
Did sorry, did we get the Osmar's name?
Elena. I'll type it.
What? What did you say?
Elena.
Thank you.
I want to say Anna, but I feel like that's wrong.
Elena.
Okay.
Elena? I don't. Okay.
Then,
Hold on. You. Well, I heard that the Triad were looking for you. Do you know why?
Not just them. You see the rest of the companions go. Maybe it's not. It's all that we don't trust.
I understand that you don't trust us, but I want to understand.
No,
I don't want to
it
understand them.
hasn't
I want to
been-
know what they're doing.
Elena has
I want to
been
know what
hunted.
we're up against.
Elena has been hunted ever since she was within the capital, and we're trying to get away. We're trying to make our way to the tournament.
well, then we see you there.
Oh no.
Hey, wait,
I
wait.
don't.
We're
Do
gonna
you
be finding
guys-
answers.
Know about the tournament?
We know a little bit. It
How
doesn't-
much
do you
do
know? Yeah.
We have heard of the many terrors that reside within, and have met a few of the priests.
Do you know what those terrors are?
I believe they are other challengers and some monsters, probably.
No, they're also anyone that has fallen. Anyone. Be them old comrades, old friends, family. anything. That's what makes those creatures.
That sounds very morbid.
Yeah.
You see the Crusader, he's like shaking in his armor with rage.
Trust shakes her head. And we're gonna have a talk about telling everybody everything we know later. Friends.
How
Because
dare they keep
didn't
people?
really need to. Yep, there we go. That's
It's
what I
not
was
the
afraid would
people.
happen.
What
It's not the
blasphemy!
people,
What
it's-
heresy is this?
No,
This is why
it's
we don't tell strangers our information.
We must spread this word, and you see the turtle go. It is more likely
No.
wise to try to verify these facts first.
One thing though, they say the reward for determines a wish, right? If someone ever wins, they can wish that part off, right?
That would be possible. Look, what we're looking for right now. We have other things in life now. We thank you, but we must move. Elena, don't stay behind. As they move, you see Elena turn to Yukiki and go. To answer your question, I've been trying to get us away from the Triad. There are a lot of people who are after us right now. Perhaps, maybe, we might stay in touch. I don't know how to send messages, but what's your name?
My name is Kailani.
Okay. Elena! Oh, I'm coming. Goodbye.
Oh gosh!
See ya, good luck.
They wave their hand towards you. As you realize they're leaving you to deal with the gods.
Yeah, I figured.
Oh shit,
just-
they stiffed us with the bell.
I just like that the giant eagles are still just standing there. Like,
Yeah, there's like a pair of eagles just perched on top of the building.
yeah.
They're on crowd control.
I like
wait,
that the
wait.
group
Yeah.
is still looking in the direction of the other group and so doesn't notice the cards coming up. I was like, bye!
I'm
Oh.
taking this guy's ponytail.
Wait. Can I kick the guy one more time, fellas?
Oh.
Lupus! Enough!
Hey, he had it coming several
Ugh.
times.
You see Joel is actually like going behind Trust and pulling up his hood.
I turned to the guys like, oh, show the birdie guys. Oh, hang on. Before you say anything, fishes in his bag, pulls out his rite of passage. I got fish, so you don't have to try and fight me.
Yeah, Trust is still cutting off Valis's ponytail to take with her.
Okay.
I thought you said no looting.
It's
Yeah, no looting.
She's like, what? It's to prove we got. What? No,
It-
weirdo.
You see Lupus and the Ghost of Creed behind him?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay, we need to get you away from that. We need to give it to somebody else. This is gonna get annoying real fast.
Ripped on his turn and presented his rite of passage to the weavers.
Hello, darlings.
The person that you're representing the right looks at it for a second, points at it without shifting his head, and you see one of the magistrates move up and take a look at it further as
There you go.
they move towards the bound individual.
Reading this is
Bound.
beyond me.
Bound, gagged, blind, ponytail
Kid-
cut off.
He points.
Kicked a few times.
Not a
He
great
points at
day
him,
for him.
and as the magistrate finishes reading this thing, this is good, and he hands it back to you, Grimthought. You see the other one kind of move up, and with a shift of their hand, you watch as beneath Valis, a magical essence begins to swirl as a cage of force surrounds him.
Well, I'm glad I took his ponytail as a proof we found him.
The Weave
Jesus.
Seeker finishes the spell, and with one hand lifts up, and you watch as the cage starts to float.
Oh, where you take him? Because we got a half-orc who wants to see him. They got caught and everything. It was guy who put the bounty out on him.
The Wolf Seeker points at you, and one of the magistrates goes, "We're taking him over to the stockades. We're
Oh,
gonna verify
okay,
who-
that'd be easy enough to
We're
find.
going to verify who he is. We have been
Can we
informed.
go with you?
You're welcome to remain with us, yes. However, it would be wise to maintain a distance from the Wolf Seeker to show respect."
Right. And Grandpa
Alright.
takes a step to the left.
The Wolf Seeker does not look at you to throttle this, he's just looking at the elf.
Can I get a stick and poke him?
No!
He's in a
Stop
cage at
it!
this point.
Lucas! Stop! Enough!
The Wolf Seeker speaks and says, "Enforcers, prepare a report. We're taking this one to the dungeons instead." Did you capture him?
Technically, I point up to the board. The they did.
Yes, our group was the one who took him.
The
Yeah, the one
owl.
responsible to.
Yeah, the owl head kind of turns to the side.
So creepy.
And the Wolf Seeker brings the cage with him, as he says, "We will prepare this individual for handling within the stockades. In the meantime, I'm assuming you would require some kind of evidence for the bounty that you have just acquired." If you
Yeah.
Very
I
well.
thought he was taken alive, not dead.
The magistrate says to one of the two enforcers, "This individual is arcane able. You can see a lot of magic swirling. You two, cuffs." And you see both the magistrates and the enforcers look at their person, and one of them produces a set of cuffs that are inlaid with a pair of gems each on each cuff. They have no chain in between them. As the cage is forced down to the bars disappear to allow the magistrate to put these cuffs behind him, and as they put in, you watch the gems themselves darken for a second before they're just ignited with a little bit of magic. As you see the elf kind of like shake for a second, and then stop moving. Roll a check. It is no longer necessary.
Oh yeah, I wrote back too.
Yeah, that rope was kind of expensive. Thank you.
We can. It's. Oh my god.
As the gag is removed, you see the elf start to speak, to cast a spell, but you notice nothing happening.
Silence, baby.
Ooh. Mama needs her some of those. Sock says, as the player, trust does not say, as the character.
Yeah.
No, Lopus, you cannot slap him. You've had your fun.
Stop it!
You notice the Wolf Seeker go. We're confiscating all of these magical armaments in the name of the magistrate.
Figured they would do that.
Got a hat in his arm there, so you might want to make sure you don't miss it.
In the meantime, as he whips his hand back and the prisoner floats behind him, you see the Wolf Seeker go. "However, you have unlawfully begun a brawl here, from how we're informed. Is that correct?"
Well, we didn't start it.
The
Did you
guys
fight?
left started it. Yes.
Should I recount?
No.
Stop it.
You are aware that fighting within the premises of the capital city here, within this side of the region, is unwise.
But not illegal. I do recall bounty hunters.
It
are
does not
able
give
to-
you any kind of advantage against the law.
We did not do any property damage. No one died. And we got a serial killer captured. we do not ask for for you to say good job on us. You just don't need to do anything because we didn't do anything unlawful. Now did we?
Turn to the prisoner. Perhaps.
Eh,
Very well. The Weave Seeker looks at the elf and says, "Enforcers with me. And you, guardsmen, report back to the stockades to your officer and give them this." They hand the guardsman a medallion, a small emblem. Oh! Sure thing, sir.
He's so cute though.
As the
I'm so excited.
the Weave Seeker and the enforcers begin to move away, you see the elf is staring daggers towards the rest of you.
I waved to him. Bye.
thumbs up on him.
Blows him a kiss.
And the guardsman begins to walk away to like mesmerized by the gift he was given.
I just imagine him with the bit of.
We never got proof that he got taken alive. This is so fucking bullshit.
When he's being sent to the dungeons, I believe Imish will be allowed to go to the dungeons to
Yeah.
confirm the magic.
Yeah.
I've got his hair, at least.
Right, shall we go see Imish then?
Yeah.
Yes.
I have a question for all of you.
Eh?
Once we're done with this quest, I know we had to deal with the other lady in the slums. Shouldn't we just start moving towards Magiana?
Oh, well, Sneaky Guard's gonna be in town for a couple more days, so we were planning on just traveling with him.
Right.
Are you
Oh.
okay to head off early, or you kind of need a
No,
couple more days?
I'm just asking because you know the triad. I don't like us being in a single spot for so long.
I was more directing that towards Joel, by the way, when I was
Okay,
asking you okay to head off early. Again?
Generous heals.
I was asking Joel, is he alright to head off early?
Well, are we heading over to where? Hold up. Sorry, I was caught up in my thoughts for a moment.
Oh, no worries. So we're heading up north, right? Well, we're heading the same direction. We're gonna go want to head off a bit early, you know, like maybe tomorrow or something like that. But are you really got a right to move, or are you gonna be stuck in town for a couple more days?
Yeah, we should be able to. Yeah.
Tomorrow?
Yeah. He doesn't seem to be looking straight towards you. He's looking at where the Magisters were a few moments ago.
I kind of wave my hand slightly in front of him.
Yeah, sorry.
Alright.
No, yeah, I'm alright.
What about you?
Sorry for that. Yes, of course, we should be able to. Oh, by the gods have mercy. Yeah, we should be. We should be able to have a space in the caravan. I wanted to use my coupons, but
I wanted to use my coupon.
Which coupon?
had some discount.
Oh, no, you pay less. Oh, that's cool.
Well, whatever.
Everybody
Well,
needs-
there was that device that we could have used, correct?
He looks down.
Yeah, the faster one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That
for context,
may or may not kill us.
yeah. For context, Jack and Aqua, the artificer that saved Ash's life appears to have some form of mechanically propelled vehicle that might explode. We're all very excited
Might.
to try that.
I mean, his wheelchair
But-
explosive now?
Oh no, I
No,
think
no.
he's got like a
It's
car,
a car.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
But it
But
might
it-
explode.
potentially explosive. So we're all
But
very
it's
excited.
faster than a horse.
Yeah.
So,
It's like 2 horses.
yeah.
A 2-horsepower car.
Exactly.
Terrible. But yes, you. What do you want to go now?
You wanna go see Imish?
Yeah.
Okay. You begin to move away from the slums and head over for the last tavern that you saw Imish in. It takes you a bit of time to move through the city. Do you want Zral to be with you, by the way?
If he,
I
he,
think
if
really
he wants to.
like if he has other stuff to do, it's fine for him to bail. But like if he wants to stick with us, we're not going to complain about it. Basically, he's not required here to be muscled, but he just wants to hang as our friend. That is fine.
I do have something else to do. I'll meet you back at the house. He
Alright,
smiles
go.
and starts walking away.
Almost.
He,
I almost want to inside him.
Sorry about calling you my fiance. Oh,
Just
terrible, tragic, absolutely awful.
So just what happened there? Why were they so
Um,
angry?
Can I just like go through a TLDR without actually explaining?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, that's
You
fine.
explain the situation of how you mentioned on Kiki's being a blade of war, of Grimble being a blade, of Joel being a fiance in that situation.
I honestly don't know what came over me, but
Why would I
just
ever hit on a human man?
don't know.
So wait, was I mating with Woodigo or was it someone else?
No. You were like if you could do what I could do in a way.
What? But how did I know you?
You didn't. I hired you to protect me.
Oh, okay. So, but then why would I be? Because I was there with her outside. So
Listen,
I don't.
I added you in after the fact because I realized I really did just this. He gave me such bad energy and just I felt like we had to take care of him now. So I was planning a long con where we could do a 2-in-1 type deal, but then the way he looked out the window when I said to break her heart and the way he reacted to that just filled me with such disgust that I knew it had to be taken care of. So I just had to get him outside.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I
Alright,
should have kicked him some more.
it worked out. We got him.
Why would I ever hit on a human man?
I don't, Kiki. I don't know what came over me. I just pulled names out of people I knew so it would sound like I was.
I am fucking with you, Trust. I understand.
Trust is having a breakdown.
Grimdad like looks at Celebrator's like, would it be kind of cool if I could just like make this poof in and poof out like how not one arm goat did. That'd be kind of fun.
Grimthought, extend your hand like you're about to summon something.
Okay.
And as he does that, I'm gonna minor illusion like a blade in his hand, like a dagger.
Oh,
You start.
that's cool.
Okay, you hold your hand out and you see the image of a dagger appear with your hand open. As you grasp it, there's nothing there, but the dagger still remains as you have your hand, like as a palm open, still like in front of your hand. Like whoa.
Oh, it's a ghost dagger. Okay.
Yeah, you do find the tavern, and inside you do find the orc still remaining within. He has rented a room up upstairs. It's fine. You see Imish. He's currently talking with what appears to be not a barkeep. He's talking with what appears to be another person.
This person wrapped up in another cloak and perhaps looks like 3 kobolds in a cloak.
No, you don't see any other people wearing trench coats. This person is actually wearing nothing at all on their chests. They wear very basic cloth over their legs and Heinz. But in particular, no, they do have a bunch of weird tribalistic tattoos resembling what you can see as like a glacier of sorts. And they also have there's a big accent on their back, and you hear them as you enter say, "I'll find this elf for you, sure. It's gonna cost you more a little bit."
Found him!
We already cut the elf image, but
Oh, right.
yeah.
Got the elf.
Sorry, stop it.
Holds up the ponytail.
You said that the other person go, "Fuck!" and he starts walking away from the tavern.
Yeah, there's still a bunch of bounties going down, mate. Don't worry about it.
He flips you off.
You can go catch a horse killer.
Yeah, he just walks out. He's storming
You
off
hear
in anger.
Lupus say, go catch a robber.
Ah,
Maybe it's in more your lane.
well, you came just in time. I was about to offer him half your pay.
So, he was gonna be in the. Oh, hang on, I'm good. He swaps over to Orcish. Right. So he was gonna be in the stockade, but they've changed it. They're gonna be putting him in the dungeon.
The dungeon? Why for?
Yeah. We tried to get them back to you alive, but honestly, they were kinda just like the guards turned up the second we got into the fight with them, so wasn't able to bring them to you directly. He is alive. He is alive though, so
No,
you know.
I'm gonna have to go through the papers.
it sucks. It sucks. But I will
Can I
tell you,
help you in that
Oh.
department?
No, it's fine.
I will say, yeah. I will say, I fucked him up good.
Honestly, I'm pretty sure if Grim thought if he was capable, he would have taken him in one hit.
I don't think we understand what he's saying.
I'll
Oh,
say he's speaking Orcish.
Yeah.
I think the only one that understands him
I
is
don't
me,
have
and only
time.
partially.
Cassie's just sitting there like,
Fuck. You hear
That's
Orcish
what it
tell,
feels
like-
like for most of you.
I kind of turned over towards the trust. Oh, could I get the hair, please?
the orc extends a hand.
And I told him, like,
Right, here's.
but yeah, he's alive. He's in the jail now. You can go shut him out.
Yeah. You see him like reach to the side, take out a match, just open, striking it on the counter and igniting it. Starts burning the hair.
Fuck yeah.
Well, thank you. You've done a good job. I'll go verify if he's alive tomorrow, but I'm going to bring him. For you to bring me part of his hair, I'm going to say he probably is. All right. As the hair burns in his hands, he reaches with his other on his side and pulls out a pouch. But a good job demands a good recompensation. Here, for a job well done. And he puts onto the table of the bar 800 gold.
Lucas, you stay away. You stop it. I saw you. You stop it.
I extend a hand out to Imish for a handshake.
He takes your hand.
When we ran into him, he tricked another group to join up with him, to start venturing with him. And we managed to convince him that he was our bastard. This guy's a fucking arsehole. You keep him out, right?
This guy's a dangerous one, he is. But I'm glad that you actually... I'm glad you actually did something good. I'll go visit him tomorrow. May punch him in the face a couple of times.
I
Can you
like
get
that
him
idea,
for
but
me?
Yeah.
how much did you know about him? Like, did you know that there comes a mouth out of his shoulder?
He had a mouth on his shoulder, what?
Yeah, you know where his arms would? Yeah, there's a mouth in it and he talks. Fucking weird.
Yeah. Knew it wasn't right. No, I didn't know about that. Sounds weird.
So, you don't know if he was connected to any other groups, but you know.
Yeah, you ever heard him talk about a triad, did you?
Nah. All I ever heard him talk about were... Huh? He switches to Orcish.
Yep.
Hexblades.
It's a weird one. Yeah. Hang on, I swap back to comments. Hey, so he said a word. I don't know how it really translates into comments, but it's like sword, but like magic swords or like X-blade.
Yeah.
Hexblade?
One, yes.
Maybe, yeah. He kept talking about how you had to, like, hunt them down, something. Say they were, like, evil things.
I like the magic swords as well. So
Maybe. I don't know.
anyway. Oh, there was one more thing. Hang on. I turned to Trust and Andy and I'm going, hey, kind of pull her in close to it as it whispers, hey, do we want to give him the spear thing? You know, with the ghost on it?
Yes.
Okay, hang on. Switching back to Orcish. So, listen, we've got this weapon, right? And it's got a ghost on it. Now, that sounds weird, but he's an alright guy. He just wants to be used by someone who's like a good person, you know, like a proper warrior. So we were thinking about a bunch of people we know, and honestly, you're the person who fits the bill the most. Now, if you want it, cool. If you don't worry about it. Just wondering if you'd like to meet him, maybe have a bit of a chat, and then decide
Yeah.
if it's for you or not.
You will be giving that to me.
Yeah, 'cause honestly, like, we've got him, but we don't. There's none of us that really fit the bill for him. Like, he's a spear, and I'm not really good with spears, but with short axes and like.
Sure.
might want me walk outside because I'm doing the ball. People get freaked out. I kind of like point to the general audience of the crowd.
There's like
people get
one
freaked
other
out.
person here.
You got a room here, yeah?
Yeah, upstairs. Come
Yeah,
on.
yeah, we could do it in your room.
Yeah. You head up to the room. The room is in complete disarray, by the way.
Of course.
Yep. As you enter it, he says, sorry for the, well, whatever.
Alright, you got the bag there, Hugo?
Yes. Sorry, my boss was messaging me. Trista opens the bag, and she thinks about what she wants, and then she reaches her hands in, and she
Ha-ha!
pulls out
As the ghost
lance
emerges.
shield.
Yeah, as you take out the lance of the shield, the ghost emerges. Finally, I have found it. Where are we?
Savarian, we talked about this. This is Image.
Oh, greetings! You must be the orc I have heard so much about, the warrior! And the orc goes, "Is a ghost?
Yes.
Why is that ghost?"
I think he's stuck with the sword and the spear. Or sorry, the shield and the spear.
Shouldn't he be dead?
I think he is.
That's how
Yes.
ghosts work. You cannot be a ghost
Nah.
unless you're dead.
They ain't dead if you can talk now, is it?
I mean, that's fair. He's got a point.
You see that ghost go, "I see that you have yet much to learn. Indeed. Here, take a look at my armaments. Perhaps you might find them to your liking." And the orc inspects them. "This is a really nice shield."
Alright. I don't use shields myself. I prefer.
Nah,
Right.
I can't accept this. Right. Well, he reaches into his pack and he's like grumbling to himself. Well, I can't just not give you something. Come on, this is good weapons here.
How about wait.
Don't have coin. Do have something else.
Let's
Yeah. He produces a single arrow. The arrow is
Okay.
tightly wrapped around with cloth. And he says, "This arrow is here from, I got it off of, back with my former group, I got it off of, an archer. Really liked these arrows, but I left the rest of them with him. Wanted to have something to remember him by, but you lot have given me a new reason to move on, so, well, I don't need this anymore. Yeah.
Are you sure, mate?
Yeah. Think I'm gonna travel west. Got new things to do now. Yeah.
Oh.
Might go after the whole jousting thing. Might be fun.
Alright.
Um,
Wondering, is that a Slayer arrow or a normal one?
I'll show it to
We're
you.
gonna need to be identified, I'd imagine. Oh, never mind.
I'll show
Holy
you
crap,
because
healing arrow.
Wow.
yeah, you can probably like find some time to use this. But yes, indeed, this is a healing arrow.
Do we want to give this to Lupus or Trust?
Trust.
Trust.
She can't miss.
That's fair, actually. So, okay, here you go.
You see Lupus looking at Trust. If you miss with this, someone may actually die.
That's certainly a lot of pressure, darling. I'll make sure I definitely miss you. She teases lightheartedly.
Avery,
You-
we're gonna be.
You see Lupus and the ghost.
Van
He
says,
looks at you.
"I thank you. You have found for me a willing host and a decent-looking fighter." And the ghost disappears, and you see the little ball of just ethereal energy slam into the orc of Avis. Oh, okay. What was? It looks
It's
different.
partial possession.
Neat.
I'll
Feel smarter.
Oh my god, did he gain intelligence?
Oh. Oh no.
Yeah. No, I like this. Thank you. Hello, Sir Varian. He goes. Yeah, we can work with this. As this happens,
You see-
Lupus, you see your from your bow the same spiritual energy expels from you, and you see the ghost of the merchant appear, the elven merchant going. Okay, I think that is accounting for. You have a good heart. Well, I think my bow is in good hands.
Thank you.
But I have seen a few things with you while I have been possessing this item. I think you'll do a little bit better without me. And it is time for me to rest anyway. You still owe me the afterlife. And you see
Alright.
the ghost disperse. And you lose your flaw that you had from it.
Were I a more intelligent character,
Thank
I
you.
would just... That would assume that they end up in the same place.
You see, Rufus? Ah. You see,
As you exit from Imsh's room, this is where we're going to be calling the session.
I just before we leave,
Alright.
introduce it with like, best of luck, and yeah, we're heading towards the tournament, so you know, if you see us on any of the screens, give us a cheer, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, you know
I wish
what?
Sir Falion good luck.
Ah, we won't need it, but hey, if you're heading off for the tournament, best of luck. Hope you win it.
Cheers. See you, mate.
Yeah, see ya. And you exit from the tavern. And yeah, this is the end of the session.